John Pro, what up? I'm trying, bro. Trying. Goddamn train. Appreciate that, bro. Stoic, what up, bro? You got it. Chris C, what up? Appreciate y'all for pulling up on me. SKC, who you clowning, man? Who the hell is a Steelers fan? I already knew who that was. You thought the Steelers were gonna do something this year. Get them out of here. D Mac, you got it, bro. We'll give it like another minute, then we go ahead and hop into it. Y'all see it. Y'all see what's up. Y'all know what's about to go down. And make sure y'all hit the like, man, as y'all come into the room, please and thank you. I got what 30 in here, and I got like half the likes. So please hit that like as you come in. And now we shall get into it. So, for you all that may not know, I just discovered something today while looking for something yesterday. I was doing my a video that I was going to use some images for, right? So that you guys can see this real time. Okay. Yeah, let me share the screen. All right. So that y'all can see this real time. What do you notice here? What do you notice, people? And let's just go from all. Let's go to images. And bam. So out of the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images, 4 out of the 5 having to do with what? Okay. And then if you read the headline, look at all of the headlines in here that all of these black man searches bring up. Well, of course, black man, how cool are y'all with George Floyd being the first image to come up when you Google black man? Not Michael Jeffrey Jordan, not Muhammad Ali, not Frederick Douglass, not Robert F. Smith, not even Barack Obama. You understand that? Listen, people. Listen. When you Google black man, this is what comes up. 4 of the first 5 has something to do with what? And y'all are cool with Google. Y'all are cool with Google. Y'all are cool with, hey, the corporations deciding, hey, they're a private business, they can do what they want. It's funny to hear black people become like business experts all of a sudden, business and law experts all of a sudden, right? Because y'all saw a couple of white people, finally get what they got coming to them, as some of y'all would say, I guess, or whatever. They get to feel what it's like. And because, again, you guys are so emotionally unhinged, bro, and immature and mentally immature, George Floyd is representative of the black man worldwide. If you Google black man, the first thing that comes up out of all the great black men in the history of this world, George Floyd is what you will get. Second place, I don't even know who the hell this dude is. No idea. I've seen this guy somewhere before. I think he's like a sports guy or something. I think he's like a sports analyst, I'm pretty sure. And I don't know who this is. This is like Fetty Wap's brother, look like. I don't know. And then, of course, Ahmaud Arbery. So out of all the things that you could Google when you do black man, this is what you see. Black people, this is a propaganda war. Okay? That you are not prepared for because you really don't know what propaganda is. And this will remain the same way because black people aren't going to complain. Okay? If all of the manosphere complain is like, hey, man, why is it that you have George Floyd, a nobody criminal junkie, as the first image that the world, not just the United States, the world sees when you Google black man? Why are we cool with that? Why? Why are we cool with a man that at some point was convicted of robbing pregnant women? Shout out to CeeLo Green. I put the barrel to your baby mama belly and squeeze off too, so the world won't have to deal with another fuck nigga like you. I hate you. That's George Floyd in real life. That's who George Floyd was in real life. Exactly. Dark Knight mentality. Yep. Totally different thing. Yep. They want you niggas to forever be slaves. And you are. That's the sad thing about it. The sad thing about it is you niggas are slaves. And you know what? Now let me share it again, just so everybody that comes in they can see it. So you understand what I'm saying. Yep. They hunting us. They killing us. Why could they not subdue him? They could have just subdued him. This is what happens when there are no fathers in the home, people. I keep telling y'all. This is a message that I'm gonna keep motherfucking punching through your ear hole until you have no ears left. This black fatherhood being non-existent is the problem for the black community. I say again, this black fatherhood, the lack thereof, is the number one problem in the black community. The fact of the matter that a man has no image, no respect, no recognition if he's the lame guy, if he's the 9 to 5 guy, if he's the middle class guy, if he's the law abiding citizen guy, if he's the good guy, you're literally invisible and irrelevant in the black community. And Google is telling you this right now. Great men die every day. Okay? Regular, everyday people make the world go round. I say again, regular, everyday people make the world go round. I don't give a damn how many millions of dollars that the NBA, the NFL, or whatever makes. If you had nobody in the stands, you had no fans, you had no eyes to watch it, it wouldn't be there. Same thing with the movies. No matter how good of an actor you are, if no one can see you act, it's irrelevant. But because people don't understand the importance of themselves, and especially in the black community, oh, who you think you is? You think you somebody? You think you special? Who you supposed to be? Oh, you trying to be smart and shit? You talking all white? If your talent and gift is anything outside of athletics or entertainment, is something wrong with you. If your God-given ability has anything to do with learning or intelligence, there's something wrong with you. Shout out to the Sigma. That Sigma. Thank you, brother, for the $5. I was done with Google when they put some Indian woman on Bob Marley's birthday during Black History Month. Yeah, listen, man. Oh yeah, of course. You talk white. You think you somebody. You think you smart. You think you special. You think you better than. You think you better than me. You think you better than somebody. Ain't nobody better than nobody. But hold on, whoa. If ain't nobody better than nobody, well, how are there famous people and celebrities and these entertainers that you guys praise? You know, because according to this, George Floyd is the number one black man in the history. According to Google, out of all the black men historically, American so-called black men they could have chose. When you Google black man, you get George Floyd. Second option, when you Google black man, you get a black man. Of course, that's what? The victim of some alleged police abuse. I don't even know who this second dude is. Y'all know who this guy is? Y'all know, before I click on it so we can discover it, so we can see who is this second guy. Does anybody know this guy's name? Anybody know this dude? Shout out to 668. Are you trying to point the finger on the person who is in charge of that child and not the person who's supposed to be helping with that child? Um, yeah. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because the person who's in charge of the child decided to make the person that should be helping with them. So again, mind you, all relationships do not work. I know that and I understand it. But the problem, 668, is this: is that the majority of these women don't even allow the father to be involved. They don't even allow the father to co-parent because they're immature, because they're vindictive, because they're women. They're purposely out. They're either purposely out to get a baby in the first place for the slow ho hustle of child support and benefits, i.e., food stamps, government housing, Section 8, all of those things, tax returns, you know, purposely, or they're irresponsible to the point of where, again, they allow a man in the United States of America cannot have sex with a woman without her permission. A woman has to allow a man to have unprotected sex with her. So yes, the woman is more responsible than the man, not only because she controls sex, because again, the woman runs the risk. The person with the most risk is the person with the most responsibility. The person that has the most to lose should be the person who is the most cautious. Intelligent people understand this. But unfortunately, the majority of black people, well, niggas, the majority of niggas aren't intelligent. Yeah, Great Britain. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry if you didn't know it. Yeah, man. Yep. So 668, that's what I'm saying. You know what? Damn. Free Madman. Madman, is that you? Why you got another account, man? I know you're not blocked on my shit. Is this a Madman from UK? This ain't the same one. This is a different one. Hold on. Yeah, man. Hey, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, you said what? You said 2 out of the 3 names, and I didn't even say Kobe. And you know what? Kobe died last year, so you definitely would imagine that over people dying, right? If that's going to be your excuse, you would definitely have the late great Kobe Bryant be number 1 over a criminal junkie. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yo, shout out to Bullets Gotti for sharing the video, brother. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to 668 again. The thing I admire about you, you know how to answer questions straight, no matter how it may seem to stand up to, is impressive. Hey, I greatly appreciate it, bro. I do. Shout out to Great Britain for the 5. Yeah, hey, total disrespect, man. Of course. Shout out to Art New Style in the building. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did anybody know his name? Hey, shout out to SKC, because again, people, this is the only way you're gonna win this war now, especially that we're pretty much under a technocracy and a corporate fucking corporate tyranny, bro. Is $3 Is $3 And we definitely need to be having y'all trip. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Here y'all go. Now, not Willie Lump. Come on now. Oh Lord. Listen, yes, it did. Again, this is propaganda. This is mental and psychological warfare. Haiti Reformation Project. That's what it is, brother. This is mental and psychological warfare, man. People don't understand that. But so nobody know who he is. So let's see. Let's click on the brother and see who he is. Associated Press. Damn, boy, that was a hell of a punch, boy. God damn, what the hell he punch him with? Shit. And this was in September 13th. Up Georgia again. Damn, Georgia just known for whooping on niggas. God damn. A sheriff's deputy in Georgia has been fired for being captured on video, repeatedly punching a black man during a traffic stop, authorities say on Sunday. Deputy was being let go for excessive use of force. Clayton County Sheriff's Office said in a statement it did not identify the deputy, but said criminal investigation has been turned over to the district attorney. Roger Walker was arrested and beaten after Clayton County Sheriff deputies pulled over the vehicle that was riding on Friday with his girlfriend, their 5-month-old child, and their stepson for an alleged broken tail light. Yeah. See, that's another thing too. Listen, so this is what I get to say, right? This is how you know there's some BS, right? Delmar Dante, people looking for Google images, or if you're looking for something, black man, because I was looking for a black businessman, right? Black man, whatever. I mean, it's there, bro. I understand the question, but I mean, hell, it might just pop up if you put black. It all depends. Google auto populates a lot of stuff, man, and it finishes the cities for you. So if you just put black in there, that could be one of the choices. Don't know, but just saying. Shout out to Great Britain again, brother. Greatly appreciate you, man. One of the A1 day ones. Our nation burned over this multi-felon counterfeit bill having pill popper. Yep. He don't represent us. Yes, he does. Again, he does. Great Britain. Unfortunately, according to Google, okay? According to Google, try to get who? I heard they try to get his YouTube channel deleted. Who's YouTube channel? Who? Okay, well, that's you then, brother. Delmar Dante, you go right ahead, brother. Go right ahead, man. I see you're going to be in opposition. I hope you're around to have some type of discourse because you sound kind of pro-blackish and a little feminine to me. That's beyond the point. That's beyond the point. That's like saying I don't go looking for criminals, but there's somebody broke in your house. Some shit in life is just happenstance, bro. And if there's a problem, you address the problem, not how you came about the problem. That's what's wrong with niggas. If and when you discover a problem, you don't worry about how it is that you discovered the problem. You address the problem because it's what? A problem. Problems are made to be fixed. That's what men understand. A man comes upon a problem. You may ask, well, what caused the problem? Yeah, so you don't prevent, so you can prevent it. But again, a lot of the times, like I said, actually fixing the problem is more important than the discovery of it. Okay, just saying. But shout out to Proper Thought series in the building. Also, appreciate you, brother. Greatly appreciate it. Please and thank you, people. I got 110 in the building, bro. I ain't even got 50 likes. Come on now, like the damn button, man. Hit the like button. It's just, hey, it's free. Like button is free. Hey, man, you're naming all the people out there in Great Britain off the top of your head, man. Off the top of the dome, right? Oh, he got a Facebook page too? Oh, well, that'll be gone. I don't think he's actually using it anyway, but yeah. But yeah, so that's what happened to the brother. Unfortunately, the good thing about this is he didn't die. He didn't die, and he will definitely be getting a hefty payment from the city of Atlanta, possibly the state of Georgia. So that's a good thing. Well, let's see. See if we get with a white man. Let's see. White man. Oh, okay. So white man. Damn. Hold up. So out of the first images of white man, okay, criminal dude. That one, Ahmaud Arbery. White people. Again, bro. If y'all don't see what the fuck Google got going on over here, bro. Y'all don't see what the fuck Google got going on? Yes. Thank you. That's all it is. Listen, bro. That's why I'm telling y'all, be careful. Oh, let's see that. Let's see. Everybody's happy. Everybody's in what we got going on here? No criminals? Ain't no black woman criminals? Ain't no woman full of kids and shit? What's going on here? This ain't accurate. This isn't accurate. And all of them got look at all this natural hair. Look at this shit. Natural hair, natural hair, natural hair, natural hair. That might be a wig, but natural hair, natural hair. Look at this shit. Natural hair, natural hair, natural hair, natural hair, natural hair. That's a motherfucking lie. Look at this shit. I bet they ain't Darth. Hey man, I'm not even worried about it. I know the deal is, man. It is what it is. That's why y'all gotta like and share this shit, man. Like and share it. Cause hey, to be honest with you, bro, I don't expect this to be around too much longer. I expect to be having to pretty much either start over from the bottom or change over because I'm gonna keep talking this real shit one way or the other. I'm not gonna roll with the motherfucking trend or whatever it is and stay on that shit, bro. Because there's work to be done here. Real important fucking work that black men, old, almost old, and young, and everybody in between need to fucking hear. Most people don't know what the fuck they got going on before, man. You have no idea. Keep telling y'all, bro. Hey, y'all can hate the Bible and whatever so much, but it's Ephesians 6:12, bro. Never been more accurate. Deuce Ex Machio, bro. Go back probably like 5 minutes. You'll see it, man. Just hop back 5 minutes for a split second and then hit live again to catch back up. The thing about this shit, bro, is that the black male image will not be what it needs to be by mainstream media, by any of these searches, by any of these motherfucking liberal, progressive, and bullshit sources that are going to keep telling not only black women, but young black boys that black men are the problem. You know, what every black boy is going to grow up and be eventually. You know? Hell, sad thing about it is, should I go there? Should I do it? You know what would be interesting? Because you know, every year, right? I think you're sitting right at somewhere around when we look at the FBI numbers for murder, right? Black on black crime, black on black violence. Where I think it's somewhere around 5,000 or something like that. Right? 5,000 people. Actually, let me bring it up and look so I don't misquote. Let's see, go here. Homicide data. They always give me 2018. We'll see. Let's see what they tell us. January, man, you beat me to it, bro. I'm about to get to it, bro. We definitely finna get into it, man. All right. So here we go. So no, my bad. So 2,600, and I think it's higher with homicides, right? So homicides and murder are different. Shout out to Ike in the building. So 2,600 in 2018, it was 2,600 black people murdered by black people, and so 2,600 of those were men. What would be so out of 2,600 black men that actually lost their lives, right? Actually killed, murdered. How many more black men do you think are being converted to the alternative lifestyle community? Has anybody ever thought about that? Have y'all thought about all these little boys you starting to see wear tight jeans, put makeup on, put on fingernails, put these wigs on, all that type shit, right? I guarantee you it's more than 2,600 a year. I bet my life on it. They don't even gotta worry about you killing each other no more. That's not as effective. Because what we just found out the other day, the biggest transmitter of the slow death, we used to call it back in the day, that package, are who? Black men out here dealing with black men. So let's look that up. Damn, see the rabbit hole we done made today, man. Let's see. HIV deaths per year. Let's see. HIV deaths per year. Oh shit. Let's see what we got. Almost 1 million die from AIDS each year. Let's say this is America. Hold on. US. Wait, where we at? America. Oh, USA. There we go. Wow. So approximately 13,000 people die with AIDS per year. And we all know that AIDS is pretty much like an accelerated version of HIV, right? Let's see if that gives a breakdown of a racial breakdown. You think it's more than 2,600? I think it's more than 2,600. Let's see. They give you the death. Do they give you the death? I don't think they give you death. Hold up. In 2018, there were 15,820 deaths among adults and adolescents diagnosed with HIV in the U.S. 6 independent states. These deaths may be due to any cause. Does it give a breakdown? Nope, it doesn't give you that. But what I can definitely tell you, yeah, listen, bro, yeah, just in those, those alternative lifestyle cities along Atlanta, San Francisco, Miami, the capitals of that lifestyle, right? So when you look up black man, and this is why I can tell you, what y'all gonna do in 5 years when you Google black man, and a big old bam. It's a big old bam that shows up. What you gonna do then, man? Listen, man, all in all, out of this, my whole thing is we have to protect the black male image. And you can only do that through yourself first. That's when people say, oh man, you just talking on YouTube. You just nah, nigga. You got life fucked up. I talk through my life as a man, the example I set, the person I am, the reputation I have, my name being my fucking name. Okay? The fact that I do it the right way as a representation of the American black man in this world. Not just in the city, not just in the state, not just in this country, but to the world. Whenever I go somewhere and they see me, if they think nigga, it's because of a preconceived notion. It's not because I'm acting, presenting myself like a nigga. I can't change what a motherfucker think. but I can definitely motherfucking control what they see. You engage in a conversation with me, I know how to have a proper professional conversation. If I'm chilling with my peoples or whatnot, what have you, of course, hey, that's my niggas. They're my brothers. That's my fam. It's understood. But the thing that y'all call, some people refer to it as code switching. But a lot of niggas say, oh, that's fake. You being fake. No, motherfucker. When in Rome. Okay? You have to learn to adapt. All right? You have to learn to adapt. People talk all this shit about being alpha and this, that, and the other. Well, if you're just alpha, just off the strength, and that's it, and you don't do anything to improve yourself, eventually another alpha will come along and remove you from your spot. Why? Because you just thought your natural born gifts is enough? No. You better lift some weights. You better shoot some guns, get some practice. You know what I'm saying? Take some type of martial arts classes, something like that. Make yourself extremely versatile. But again, the only way you learn that about being a man is from another man. A woman doesn't understand that. A woman only sees you as a dick and a wallet. That's it. First two things that a woman sees in you is how much money you got, and if or not, I want to give you these mouth and legs. Okay? If you can't fulfill either one of those two things, you're useless to her and she's not going to pay you any attention. Women are survivalists. That's why we keep telling y'all, man, bro, don't ever make this about the woman. The woman is a is a fucking she's an accessory. She's a byproduct of your success as a man. You can't hop on motherfucking E-Trade or Ameritrade and be like, hey man, I got all these hoes. I'm fucking all these hoes, bro. Let me get some of that Tesla stock. Let me get some of that Apple stock. Let me get some of that Google stock. Excuse me, sir? What currency are you trying to use to purchase these these shares? What currency are you trying to use to purchase these shares, sir? Oh man, I get pussy. I get hoes. I fuck hoes, nigga. Yes, sir. Security. Security. Can we get Tyrone up out of here, please? Oh my God, fucking Roderick is in here talking about hoes again. Like I didn't just have two of them last night snorting cocaine off of my nipples. He's so silly. It's always funny when he does that, and he just keeps coming back trying to buy stock with pussy. I don't get it. It's crazy. Brian, appreciate you, brother. I keep telling y'all, man, I need a recount on that most entertaining of the manosphere, but I'm gonna let it go, man. It is what it is. Appreciate that, brother. But that's why we keep telling y'all this, man. And I'm one of these dudes that's realistic. Because again, bro, that's a part of your healthy functionality, bro. Interaction and sexual, especially sexual interaction with women, is a part of healthy functioning men. So I'm never gonna be one of these motherfuckers. Oh man, fuck them hoes. You don't need these hoes. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, no, that's not me, nigga. You want to hear somebody else talk that shit or whatever? Hey, go to them. You're never gonna hear me say it, because bro, yeah, I need to get this pressure out of my back at times. You know what I'm saying? On a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's not you. More power to you, brother. Hey, all you shout out to all the semen retention guys and all that good shit. Hey man, go right ahead. Go stay on your journey, brother. But this is what I can tell you, nigga. I don't know if it's the amount of testosterone I got or just way I'm built, nigga. Whether I can get be fresh off a nut and get under this motherfucking weight. I be fresh off a nut, nigga. Get these niggas hell in this motherfucking post. Give me the ball, nigga. Give me the ball. It's a baby down here. Barbecue chicken. Let's go. Buckets and rebounds. Buckets and boards, baby. But to each his own. That's why I say, man, I don't really, judge brothers what, whatever your thing is and what works for you in life, because we're individuals. Black men, like no other man, will never be a monolith. But at the very least, like I said, man, we do have to start getting on one accord and understanding what's going on here. We're at war, gentlemen. Okay. And this isn't to incite any type of violence. This isn't to encourage people to break the law or any of those things that I'm not any type of extremist. Okay. I'm just a person that has the insight to understand and see what I'm looking at. This is a well thought out plan to keep the black man under the impression that he is oppressed, that he's somehow being hunted, that he's somehow, less fortunate, or he doesn't have the same opportunities that everybody else has in this fucking country, when 2020 was a great year for me. And I'm black. I'm almost as black as they come, bro. I'm like a shade and a half away from black, as they say in motherfucking with them. Black, nigga, black. Asphalt. Tires. Hair. Shade and a half away, bro. Oh yeah. Hey, never that. Hey, listen, bro, never that, nigga. Hey, yes, sir. No, hey, ain't gonna never be none of that around here, bro. Never. Hey, if you get down with that, you are not a heterosexual man. I'm just telling you. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, start. It's like blick. I remember when y'all said that shit on he's a he's a blick one. He's blick. Look at I get him out of here. Oh, get him out of here. Listen, man. Hey, I'm here to let you guys know, bro, that if and when you understand this shit, man, and you come together with brothers that are like-minded and understand what's going on here, to change this image amongst ourselves. Again, listen, bro, once you have faith within the team, what the outside of people don't even matter. You understand that? There's a lot of big things people don't understand too about teamwork and team building, or camaraderie and shit, right? Shout out to Maurice. Maurice always talks about the Spartans. He's that brother. I don't know what's his, why he has, and then he's enthused and inspired, but he is, and he always brings it up, and I'll give him some acknowledgments for this. The thing that made the 300 so dangerous is that they trusted each other with their lives, even though they knew they was going up against the biggest, the largest, the most dangerous, the most well-known conqueror and his army. They didn't give a fuck, because they had someone that they trusted in that was a leader, and they knew they would do any and everything they could for the man that stood beside them. They believed in themselves, and the belief in themselves was far more important than any military or power that could have came up against them. Did they end up losing? Yes. But eventually, man, very, very few people in this world go undefeated. And at the end of the day, it comes back to the age-old saying: either you go stand for something, or you're gonna fall for anything. If you have nothing to fucking die about, what do you have to live for? All right. I'm not just talking this shit for the sake of me. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm gonna make it. This is for that young black boy right now in a household of where he has no guidance, no leadership. Mama been gone for like 2-3 days. He the oldest in the house, and he got a motherfucking, figure out how to make these motherfucking hot bologna sandwiches for his 2 younger siblings. that's thinking that there's no fucking way he's ever gonna be a great, outstanding fucking man. He don't got nobody encouraging him. He has nobody telling him that he's great. He has nobody telling him that he's intelligent. He has nobody telling him that, you know, he can do it. So I'm here to tell him that, nigga, look in the mirror and talk to yourself. That's why I am like I am. I don't need imaginary friends. I just need myself as a real friend. I don't need fickle motherfuckers. I just need myself. Become comfortable with yourself, man. Identify yourself. Define yourself. So many people go throughout life never even knowing who the fuck they were, because why? They listen to everybody else. And most people fail because of it. Black men, that's what we are. That's what's always told to us, bro. You're not gonna be this. You're gonna be dead by your 21. You're the least educated. It's more y'all in prison than it is, and y'all doing anything else. You're down low. You're not good fathers, bro. All you hear as a black motherfucking man growing the fuck up is the negative shit. And yet still look at you. Look at you now, nigga. You're 30. You still got all your hairline. You got that good money in your pocket. You out here on these hoes. Life is good. No red bottoms. You don't need them. Bruh, that's the motherfucking attitude black men got to start having. I'm a motherfucking black man, bro. I'm cut from a different cloth than anybody else on this motherfucking planet. Even if I'm not in the NFL or the NBA, my presence demands motherfucking respect and acknowledgement without me even saying anything. Period. I see you looking with your looking ass. I don't want no special treatment. I don't want no fucking exceptions. I see something I want, I'm gonna go get it. That's the determination, the mindset you gotta have, bro, as a motherfucking black man. This racism shit is not gonna get you nowhere, bro. It's not. All it's gonna have you doing is never finding out who you are, because you're making excuses for your lack of success, which is usually your own laziness and fear. Laziness and fear. That's why you're not great. That's why you're not accomplishing your goals. That's why you're not moving forward. That's why you're not improving. Google just told you, bro, the number one black man, the representative black man, the first thing that comes up is a fucking junkie criminal. Is that you? Is that what defines you? Sure as hell don't fucking define me. Hell, it's definitely plenty of you brothers in this space in the chat right now that could have a fucking Google image up here instead of fucking George Floyd. But because of the addiction to racism, they can get away with it. Because of how you've been motherfucking mind fucked for your entire childhood, they can get away with it. Because niggas don't understand just how important their rights and freedoms are in this country, and them being American, and they have a disconnect. They don't want to claim this country. Well, if you're not American, the Constitution don't apply to you, right? You spell America with 3 Ks. There's no Constitution for America with 3 Ks. That's some shit you just made up. So what rights do you have to protect if you're just in a country that's not yours? That's the whole thing, man. They've been doing this shit to us since we were fucking children. And we're the first group of men to come out here and motherfucking tell you the truth, bro. Not what makes you feel good, not what the fucking narrative is. We here to motherfucking let you know, bro. Listen, fuck all that. You gotta be on a purpose, bro. You gotta be in fucking search of power. And be ready to motherfucking share that shit with people like you, because again, man, one man army and wrecking crew, yeah, you can do so much damage, but only so much. In the end, all the great one person motherfuckers, what happened to them? They died. Whether it be Superman, whether it be Achilles, Hercules. Any one man on his own, bro, you just only so much you can do. Samson. Again, bro, that book is it's a parable, man. It's life lessons. People don't understand. No matter what you want to believe about it, so on and so forth. At the very least, if you take everything out of it, plenty of lessons to be learned in there. That's why our army is far more dangerous than any one man. And once you fucking learn shit, man, you're supposed to share it with the people like you so that you can empower them too. And y'all can stand side by side, man, and go to war with anything in front of you. Shout out to Young Swift. Even Goku had the fuse, nigga. Even Goku had to hit that motherfucking fusion, bro. No man's an island, man. Telling you. And I know this shit is what's name. This coming from the ultimate loner, nigga. Ultimate loner. I'm cool on my own. But at the same time, I'm here talking to y'all, trying to let you know, hey, bro, time is here. A lot of people are about to show their true, their true selves, man. They're gonna be forced to, because for the first time, it's gonna be a lot of shit they see you never thought you would see. And all I'm telling you, bro, is as a black man, hey, you gotta determine who the fuck you are, because I'm never gonna be fucking George Floyd, man, ever. 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 But I dropped that link in there, bro. Y'all can go ahead and come up here. Let's get into this bullshit about how the hell you got George Floyd as the number one black man in the world. Just saying. It's mighty funny to me, bro. Stuff going on, everybody being cool with this shit. Oh, yeah, fuck the president. Yeah, oh, yeah, they block him, take him off, do all that shit. I'm like, okay, motherfucker, they did it to them. What makes you think they won't do it to you? That's why I keep telling y'all, man. People have very, very low understanding of just like human nature. The shit a motherfucker will even do to a motherfucker they don't like. You know what I'm saying? The way they handle a motherfucker they don't like, bruh, just imagine if they don't like you. People don't understand that shit, man. Everything, you know how they say, hey, man, you need to see one of the telltale signs of a female is like her relationship with her father. She has a good or bad relationship with her father. That's pretty much her respect of men and how she's going to look at men. You know, that's a good measuring stick, right? Well, motherfucker, the same thing applied with people and just people. You see a motherfucker walk by a homeless person that's on the motherfucking street and he kick him just out of the shrimp. Like, look at this poor motherfucker. Poor ass nigga. You just kick him just because he's like, damn, nigga. Like, whoa, brother. That's a human being. I can understand you he being poor, but how is that bothering you? You had to kick him, brother? Yeah, that nigga scuffed up my J's too. Shit, I gotta go kick him again. I don't need that nigga next time. Brother, you gotta be asking yourself, man, what if that's you in that position? You gotta look, people give little tales and shit, man, about who and what the fuck they are as people, as human fucking beings. These motherfuckers I can't stand, bro. But you know what I don't do? I don't fuck with them. I just leave them alone because I know, like, bro, because I don't like you, what I'm willing to do to you is just not a good thing. So instead of engaging you in antagonizing you or baiting you in for both of our safety, you know, just going about your way. Just going about your way. Nothing good will become of that, man. Not and like I said, certain shit, like for certain individuals, certain types of motherfuckers, I feel like it should be no mercy and no regards. Anybody that does anything to children, which again, we keep forgetting that. What y'all gonna do if in the 4 years from now, because it's mighty funny how they talk about this first 100 days and alternative lifestyle legislation. Well, for now, there's a certain letter missing from LGBTQ plus. And the plus means what? Pretty much never ending. You can always add something onto it. Who remembers like a year and a half ago, there was a certain letter that was on there. I think Hannah Montana was using it. What was that letter? I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. It was either 2018 or damn, it's 2021. So it'd been 2018 or 2017. What was that letter that was on the last of the the alphabet club? What was that letter? Anybody remember? Anybody remember that letter that was on the last train of the alphabet? Yep. Suleiman Giles got it. It's a big old P. Fatal Dose know what's up too. It's that big old P. Now I ain't saying that I'm 90% sure. I ain't saying I'm 70% sure. But I say we got like a 50% chance that by the end of these 4 years, that P will be back on the end of that alphabet train. And this time they're going to tell you what it's really about. Yep, P has always been the goal. Shout out to Chronicles, man. All of this alternative lifestyle stuff, bro, is based in the P word. That's facts. That's why, again, they used to tell you in the DSM manuals, the majority of people that identified as alternative lifestyle were some sufferers of childhood sexual abuse. Childhood sexual abuse. You sit down and have an honest conversation with the majority of people that are alternative lifestyle, and they will tell you they had some type of traumatic child abuse scenario. They've even though they removed it, they've come to talk about how it's a myth and all these other things. But even when they do the surveys, when they do the real-time surveys now, these people still can't lie and go along with it because, again, what? It's the truth. And they tell the truth about how they were molested as a child. But yet still, like I said, 10-year difference, man, in Cali. I please, somebody make it make sense. You have a governor that was willing to fucking sign this shit into law and no people that were willing to fight this shit and be like, yo, what the fuck? No fucking way. You have people in America that don't know their rights. If and whenever there's a fucking law that's on the motherfucking board that the people disagree with, It shouldn't even been possible for that shit to happen. 10-year difference. That allows these fucking predators to stay hidden, man, because they don't have to be mandatorily registered as a sex offender. And what do? They train and coach these kids motherfucking early, man. What else are they trying to do? They're trying to let the child be the decision maker. The child can say what their gender is. And they're trying to get it to the point of where if you don't agree with the child, it's child abuse. Who is going to be affected the most? Young black boys are the fucking largest number of new alternative lifestyle members, bro. No doubt about it. You think that's a coincidence? Do you think that's a coincidence? George Floyd had what? Said George Floyd had a whole set of kids, bro, that didn't even know. They're like, damn, that's our daddy. Oh, that's I'm telling you, man, that's gonna be it. Wow, man. That's scary, bro. That is scary. Oh. Right in front of the kids, man, so they don't have no option. Again, you have to start with the kids. Remember what happened? Hey, I remember what happened. What two streams ago? They wouldn't let me type the shit in there. They wouldn't even let me type in. You always start with the children because the children will become the adults. It was okay in the child's mind, and the child is now an adult and he's used to seeing it. What's the big deal? He grew up like that. This is why it's important for them to get people like you and me out of the way, because we have an actual link to when things were sane, when things were the way they were supposed to be, when there was a man and a woman. There are and always will be gender roles. That's why your bodies are made different. That's why you're given different hormones in your body. You're literally pre-made out of the motherfucking womb to be different. That's why there are two genders. Will always be two genders. Darius D, that's not a wow, brother. That's not a wow, brother. That's 4 years ago. Listen, when I was in school back in 2002, that was no thing, man. No, they didn't even go to school. So even though you may say like, no, man, that was not a thing. My cousin told me quite a few of the black teen boys are experimenting with each other. Oh my God, Lord, no. Telling you, bro, shit's scary. Well, not just that, Jim Martin. Again, man, you literally they literally have to stay on medication for a lifetime, whether it be a man or a woman. Because again, you're not trying, you are fighting nature. Those people motherfucking go without that motherfucking prescription for whatever hormone blockers or hormone boosters, hormone blockers for men, hormone boosters for females. They revert back to their natural state. That's how you know it's not meant to be. Bro, if it's something you cannot achieve on yourself and it maintain and stay that way without any type of other assistance, it's not natural. It's just not. People don't even understand that from a universal or just using your own body as a point. As a point of reference. All the stuff you gotta have to live, you don't have to, it involuntarily does it. You have to think to breathe. You have to think to make your heart beat. The shit just automatically does it because it's a necessity. Yeah, you can't change chromosomes either. They trying that shit so hard, bro, but they not gonna be able to. And it's just like, bro, all the shit that's coming down the pipe, man. Keep telling y'all, bro. Shit getting scary, bro. The black man image, bro. The black male image is a thing that you're gonna keep motherfucking having to deal with because that's you. That's you and me, man. Let me tell y'all this shit, right? So I had to do my eval debrief or whatever for the year. And oddly enough, a certain conversation came up about a certain individual. And I was the only black dude in there. So they started talking about it, la la la, and I could see them like looking at me while they was having the thing, and I'm just looking like, oh my god, if y'all knew that I actually knew about what the fuck y'all talking about, so I'm not impressed. You're like literally sickening me because I know the real deal about what the hell you're talking about. But because it was a black person that he was talking about in question, I guess it was like, to lighten the mood, to make me feel comfortable and all these other things. And just like, oh my God. Everybody automatically thinks, bro, that you're just like this super ultra sensitive, you must hate Trump. What about Black Lives Matter? Yeah, you like Black Lives Matter, right? No, I don't, motherfucker. I know what Black Lives Matter is fucking Marxist communist motherfucker organization. Do you know about Black Lives Matter? Well, no, what are you talking about? I don't know. Oh my, what? Oh my God. And if you don't, then you automatically you're a conservative. You're a Trump supporter. No, you stupid motherfucker. I'm not neither. I'm just informed, and I have a mind of my own. Are you? You a white motherfucker, man. What the hell you got to do with Black Lives Matter? What are you doing right now? What are you talking about? Are you willing to give me everything you have right now? Like your livelihood, everything. Give me all your money, give me your car, give me your wife, give me everything you got, motherfucker. Are you willing to do that? Well, that'd be preposterous. Well, why are you talking about Black Lives Matter? You honestly don't give a fuck, bro. You being a poser, dude. Yeah, man. So, oh yeah, it's horrible what happened to George Floyd. Well, George Floyd was a junkie, right? Oh my God! What? What? Have you been watching Fox News? What are you? No. I actually read the toxicology report. He was a junkie, and I know his criminal record. Did you know that? Did you know he had I think they said 10 times the normal amount of fentanyl in the system that would kill most people? What why are you getting? It's a toxicology report. Just Google it. Those are facts. What are you saying? I'm saying I don't fuck with that nigga or niggas like him. Fuck him. Niggas die every day, B. Well, you have a nice day, sir. I'm out. Oh. And they get offended. Man, you ever had a motherfucker? You ever told a white liberal motherfucker the truth about some nigga shit? Good day, sir. I said good day. They don't know what to do, bro. They're flummoxed. They literally do not know what to do because they have like this whole prescripted thing about how you're supposed to be in support of it, and they sympathize with you, and they know they could never be you. They don't understand how you do what you do, but they understand you completely. If they could trade places with you, they would in a second. Because my white privilege is just so. I understand that I'm privileged. Like, motherfucker, you see what you got on? You see what you wearing? What privilege do you have? You got on Wranglers and flip-flops, bro. What privilege do you have over me? You understand that you're insulting me by telling me just because of your skin tone, you're somehow at a more advantageous position than me? And I know what I've did in my fucking life as a grown-ass man to achieve what I got? Man, you don't get the fuck out of bed with that bullshit. Nigga, you can't. I ain't talking about no pedicure, nigga. You can't afford toenail clippers, nigga. Toenail clippers? You clip them yourself. Hey, be careful. Be careful now, Great Britain. Ross Claude. You watch your mouth there, boy. Watch your mouth. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, man. I'm just like, man. Listen, bro. Make me pull out my cutlass. You want rump? But yeah, man, listen, this whole thing, bro, that we doing here, bro, Google, Facebook, Twitter, all these motherfuckers, bro, they're not your friend. They're not. And what's happening right now, bro, I'm seeing it all over Facebook, bro. I literally really can't, bro. I can't. I understand why I left Facebook now. I stopped fucking with Facebook a while back just because it was just like, man, for one, it's Ratchet City. But two, just like the lack of, I see why Zuckerberg is the way he is, bro. That shit is a fucking liberal, progressive, uninformed, like incubator. It's a fucking incubator and fucking all right, Star, go ahead, bro. Appreciate it. It's a fucking incubator, bro, and a fucking just a breeding ground for that shit. And if you dare say anything against it, man, you know, there's something wrong with you. What are you talking about? Where are your facts? Where do you get this from? Where do you get this from? Okay, well, here, and here, and here. And you can cross-reference with this, and you can cross-reference with that. There's another source. There's another source. There's another source. There's another source. Well, that source is incredible. Well, how's it not? This person is credentialed. This is their title. This, and this. So what's the deal? What's going on? What are you saying? What's the problem?
Yo, what up, bro? What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, Mr. Fantastic? What up, though? What up, though? Hey, I always say this shit, bro. Leave my babies alone, bro. I literally was cut a nigga head off, bro. Leave my babies alone. That's the main target is the children, bro. Like you said, growing up as children, they have the mindset of children when they become adults and shit, bro. Like, hell no. Leave my children alone.
Yep.
I'm telling you, if the children just grow up naturally, they're gonna grow into the natural. They're gonna grow into the natural selves, bro. If they're left alone, they're gonna recognize their nature. But once you start to tampering and fucking manipulating their goddamn thoughts and shit, then you confusing them. They already gonna grow into what they're gonna be on their own.
And that's deliberately done, man.
I just wanted to beam up and say that, man. Like, man, hey, leave my babies alone, man. Leave them alone.
Yeah, bro. I'm definitely with you on that 1,000%, bro. And again, what people don't understand is they're going to be able to protect these individuals, bro. They're going to make it law as to where if you do anything to them, it's now because they classify as a sexual orientation. Now you're going to be caught up as someone that's a hate crime. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that shit, bro? If you walk in on somebody attempting an adult man, or yeah, an adult. That's that again. People never think about, bro. Most people have no foresight, man. Most people go through life saying, "Oh man, they'll never do that shit. They'll never do it. They'll never do that. They'll never do that. We'll never get there. We'll never be able to do this." And I tell motherfuckers all the time, man. They said the same thing about motherfucking cars, airplanes, and cell phones, nigga. That's just how fast
look where we at. And look where we at. And look where we at, bro. We right there.
Like they said, bro. At one point in time, man, they thought slavery would be forever, nigga. You thought slavery would never end. Okay. So again, man, all this shit about what can't happen, what won't happen, and all this other shit. This is why, you know, the very few of us is out here banging this drum, trying to tell motherfuckers to wake up on this communism shit, bro. This is why we just sound so fucking crazy. But we the motherfuckers that can see the shit, and you're seeing the motherfucking playbook. And the thing that's different between us and everybody else is the people that experienced this shit the first time, bro, they didn't have a reference point. They didn't have no fucking playbook to go off of or something to look back into and say, oh shit, this is what they did to set that shit up. We got all this shit before us, and motherfuckers just refuse to look at it.
Check this out too. The people that are the light beacons, bro, we lighten up the dark places that were never even talked about or ever were to ever be talked about. We putting the light on this shit, bro. Putting the light on. We in the dark shadow areas of the world. The niggas are shining a light on that shit. Like, nah, get y'all goofy ass up out that dark cave. Cause y'all doing some bullshit back there. Nah, hell no. Niggas wreck, man, bro. And it's necessary, man. These dark places in this dark world has been needed a light flashed on it, bro. And it almost feel like this is the last front. It feel like, bro. I don't know who's gonna come after us. You know what I'm saying? If they gonna be able to shine the beacon, but niggas is holding the torch in this motherfucker, bro. For real.
Well, nah, and this is what I'm saying. We are the last. I keep telling people, bro, we're the last generation for this shit of where all this shit was like no bueno, no good, no, you can't convince nobody that this was cool, okay, all right, or acceptable. So once we're gone, bro, there is nothing after us. That's what people don't understand. Same thing with the black male image and black male masculinity. After we're gone, there is no more. The very few seeds that we're planting for in these young cats that's coming up, that's gonna be it, man. And like you said, the further and further you get away from the source, I'm gonna mute up, bro. You got a lot of background. The further and further you get away from the source, man, the more diluted that the product is gonna be. You know, and that's why I keep telling y'all, man. People like us, bro, we are a problem. We're a threat. That's why you got to get it. That's why you got to silence us. That's why you got to move us out of the way. That's why you got to tell motherfuckers that, you know, like, oh, you know, hyper masculinity and all this other shit. Because, bro, like I said, once the black man is done, everybody else gonna fall, bro. If you can feminize and bitch.
Yo,
yeah, go ahead, bro. You got
What's going on? Yo, man, I just want to say something. I haven't been on any streams in a while.
I can't complain,
For those
bro.
who don't know, me, I'm Public Electric. I'm based in the Northeast region. I do electrical work up here, own my own company. I buy real estate too. Thanks for having me on, Fantastic. I appreciate give me the opportunity to come up here and just speak on certain topics. So first, I want to start with the idea of the black man and where the black man kind of resides in this whole social hierarchy. And at this point, I think just us being our natural selves, we already, destroy the competition. I feel like a lot of people strive to be what we are, in terms of charisma, in terms of work ethic, in terms of like raw talent, just raw ability. And you speak of getting away from the source. A lot of times, like, it's the predicaments people are born into that causes them to have certain lifestyles and have certain situations they can't necessarily do anything about. And everyone does have a source, a start, a beginning point. But then you go look at, for instance, what transpired over in the Capitol on the 6th, and a lot of those dudes wasn't in their masculine frame. Even if you just think about it from the perspective of like, these dudes was out there rallying for, some sort of protest. I mean, it's an election.
Hold up, P. I don't think any of us know what that really was about for real. We just seen a lot of commotion. We don't really know what that was about, though. We don't really know. We just seen a lot of commotion, bro. So I mean, you got to be careful with speaking on that, because what was that for real? What was that?
I think that was a lot of transgressions based off, like, for instance, let's just talk about it like this. People believe the election was rigged and stolen, which it was. I'm not sitting here.
We don't know that either, though, bro.
I mean, yeah, it was. It was tampered with a little bit.
All we can do is speculate, bro.
Listen, man.
We don't know what went down, man.
Listen.
Like, people gotta stop making the mistake of speaking on shit that they really don't know.
Are you done?
You don't know.
Or you want to continue? So you want to tell me again that I don't know something?
You don't.
Okay. All right.
And
cool.
I got a hook in my foot from motherfuckers acting like they know some shit they don't fucking know.
All right, man. Well,
acting like you know, man. Just stop. Just go to a different subject, bro. You don't know what went down. We don't even know what the fuck that. We don't even know if there's a whole new government that's been put in place after that shit, bro. Wait, we don't know. Well, you literally gonna sit up here and say you know exactly what went down and what that was. You gonna sit up here and say that?
I didn't say anything about what you're talking about right now. New governments being put in place. That's your stance, or what you're bringing to this.
But you're speaking on something that you talked about, something of the storm on Capitol Hill. We only seen this on TV, bro. What was that?
All right. So I'm gonna ask you then. All right, man. So I'm interested now. You've intrigued me. I really want to know where you're coming from and what your belief is and what actually occurred or where your stance is. So, from your perspective, what transpired on the 6th, or where's
I'm not sure.
But what do you speculate is the underlying?
How you speaking on it? Like you know, like, oh, you got some backdoor information that you know what's going down.
What I'm speaking on is the separation.
Oh, what you seen? You speaking on what you seen?
What I was speaking on is the separation of the black man from, like, I guess what you would consider the normal social hierarchy. How for instance, like, black men have marched together once.
And honestly,
and it was nothing like what
because there's a confusion. There's confusion on this color shit too, bro. All this black goofiness. We're native. We're people that have been here in this land, and that's another thing, bro. That's a whole nother marker when nobody talks about. Well, we got ancestral records of certain things of who the fuck we are.
You're right.
And it ain't got nothing to do with no black shit, bro.
So what does it have to do with
your ancestry, dude? Okay, the taking of your land through the hijacking of your birthright.
In what way? What point?
Through wording and through identity markers of saying you're something else.
Okay. I understand what you're saying. I see where you're going with this.
So, Public, I was there as a journalist, bro. I saw it up close firsthand. What do you want to know? It won't know feminine aggression out there. If you would have said some stuff out, like if you would have said that feminine aggression is BLM, feminine aggression is Antifa, and these clown ass soft dudes we talking about right now. There was a whole lot of toxic good masculinity going on out there. So please ask me, what do you want to know?
I'm speaking on what's being portrayed in the media. I'm sure with the images, the screenshots, the screen captures.
Our people not even familiar with the Library of Congress, bro. They literally are enslaving us through the manipulation of terms and shit. Bro. My fault. All right, go ahead. My fault.
Yeah, but Star P, let him rock. Yeah, Star P, let him rock. Go ahead, Public Electric. Go ahead.
No, I mean, like I said, I'm just speaking mainly on the separation of the black man from the rest of the social hierarchy. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, I hear you.
You got a delay, Mr. Fantastic.
Why the fuck did I keep getting a delay? Hold on, I'm gonna come out and come back in. Hold on.
Hey, what was your question for me, Public, about what went down?
Listen, I can only speak on the images being portrayed by the mass media, and I know that's going to be, a buzzword for some of you guys. Don't believe the mass media, don't trust the mass media. Obviously, us in this space, we understand not to trust the mass media, but in the larger space, the mass media is what
real time.
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Fantastic. The mass media is what most people tune into, and social media like Twitter, Twitter and Instagram is definitely also part of the mass media. conglomerate now. It's also part of the large news conglomerate media circle at this point.
Well, I'll tell you something real quick, public.
And they are censoring people. And conversation
public,
like this.
Hey, real quick, public. I'll tell you this, bro.
Conversation like this can't be blacklisted at a certain point one day. And everyone riding with this administration is that's what you guys are giving up. And everyone that was protesting in the way they were at the Capitol, they were doing it, I feel like, by what the media's portraying in a feminine. They're portraying in a feminine toxic masculine way.
What you're saying is that they're hold up.
So that way we're distracted. We're distracted and we don't fight for our rights and freedom of speech.
Public, hold up, bro.
Yeah, y'all sure it's me? You sure it's me that's delayed? I don't think you're here.
I mean, what's up?
Okay, yeah, it might be public with delay. Can you hear me?
Fantastic. You was delayed for a minute, bro. You was hearing like later and shit.
Yeah, I can hear y'all loud and clear.
I can hear you guys too.
Okay. Hey, what I was gonna say
now, though.
Okay.
Hey, what I was gonna say, fellas, is that the portrayal by the media is one thing, and we all know the media says the exact same communist message. And I'm telling you, from being there on the ground, completely neutral, dressed and looking just like a journalist, that this right here completely said to me, completely fuck whatever goes on in government. I am completely done. The guys that are on the ground with me reporting saw the same thing, and their minds are completely blown because we're looking at something happening live right in front of our faces, and you can look at your phone and see Twitter reporting something exactly different. Now, you know, when the fake media, when you're sitting at home looking at the fake media and we're all joking about it, laughing, we're like, okay, yeah, we know it's fake. But when you're sitting right there looking at it and it's being reported differently in real time, that's when I said, fuck it, I'm done with all this shit. Just like I told Bro Truth last night, I'm done. I'm out of here with him to Colombia. It is all fake. Fuck all the bullshit. It is all a plan. I saw it with my own eyes.
Now, G,
I'm done with it.
So you're seriously going to Colombia?
Was this a coup d'etat? Was this a coup d'etat?
Hell no.
Okay,
that was a weak ass coup. That was a weak ass coup.
It looked like it, but I don't think it was.
No.
It looked like it on TV.
Man, that was the biggest choreographed kung fu fight.
It was a weak ass coup. That's all it was. It was a coup, but it was a weak ass coup.
It was not a coup.
Yes, it was.
Hey,
bro,
look, these guys are trying to
stage event, bro. Them people was allowed in the Capitol, my nigga.
Man.
There's no conspiracy in it, bro.
So you're gonna tell a dude that was right there and watching. You're gonna tell me I was right there watching,
bro. You don't know exactly how this shit works.
Let's agree on this. It was a staged coup,
bro.
If it was a staged event, it was no coup.
Okay, it's problem, reaction, solution. They caused a problem. There is a reaction, and then they have a solution,
but
which
they caused
a continued crackdown on the American people, especially people that actually have a sliver of patriotism in their fucking hearts. So the thing is, that is the fucking goal, bro. Is to give them. They're already working. They're already moving, and the new Congress and the Senate hasn't even got into office yet. Biden isn't even seated as a president, and they already are moving. They're already moving. What do you think is going to happen when they actually get in the power?
I agree with you. That's because they
fabricated. Hold on, bro.
Yes,
bro. Here's man. You gotta listen, bro. Because when somebody's on the ground, that's when you're like, okay, what happened? I'm gonna tell you right now, with my own eyes. There's that scaffolding you see in the video. There were pipes just laying down, neatly organized where the protesters would be. The cops just walked away from them. Well, certain cops, and all of a sudden, all these dudes who just look completely out of place, dressed like Trump supporters, but
that sounds similar. That sounds similar when they put crack and guns in the hood and they walk away from the motherfucking barricade. They just drop it in the alley and they just tend to find the shit, like, bro.
And this is what was happening. All these MAGA folks, all these old white folks were like, hold up, bump that, and they're handing the pipes to the cops. Well, these agitated dudes are like, no, fuck that. Y'all are traitors. Y'all should be fighting. How y'all gonna support the police like that? And the MAGA dudes are looking at them like, what? And they kept just handing the pipes to the cops, and the cops were like, thank you.
What? That's wild.
And you got footage of a dude that was breaking the window, and the motherfucker was yanking him out the way. Like, stop doing that. What are you doing?
Bro, they put work on his ass when he tried to break that window. You had about 5 daggone MAGA folks jump on that dude and start beating him when they told him stop.
And then on top of that, bro, the mayor, she decreased police presence.
Hey, yeah, real quick.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah,
fantastic. You got a delay. You got a delay,
This is fantastic, bro. You're something going on with you.
I do. I don't know what the fuck it is. Something weird. I don't know what. I'm hooked directly up. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with my shit. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking weird. But anyway, treat McNamara for the $2, man. They're going ham on Congress on Maxine and Baldy Live. Appreciate you. Let me see, and I'm gonna restart everything. Don McKee 90 for the $2. Thank you. It's stolen. You can't deny the laws of mathematics. Yep, great point. And JJ with the COP. Yeah, and that's that on that one. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah. So
man, here y'all go. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
So Mayor Bowser, she was warned about this, but refused any additional help before the vote. She literally was warned about the possibility that there are going to be people, there are going to be agent provocateurs. There may be some type of danger to the Capitol building, and she refused to add additional help before. So this shit was set up, bro. This shit was set up, and you can tell because they immediately seized on it, and then they came on the news with all this hyperbolic talk. Oh, this was a coup attempt. Oh, this was a new 9/11.
Insurrection. You see how they came up with a new definition? They came up with a brand new word. They said it's insurrection. It's an insurrection, man.
Yeah, they pumped this shit up so much, but
it's a revolution.
They are going to capitalize on this shit, bro. And then on top of that, there's also an additional protest that's so-called being planned by the right. But honestly, I think it's really coming from the radical left. This whole
that's Antifa.
This 50 state armed protest, they're trying to get kicked off at all Capitol buildings around the country. They're trying to basically gaslight patriots. They're trying to gaslight people to go out with their guns at Capitol buildings across the United States. That's nothing but a setup. That's nothing but a setup to crack down on gun laws, bro. Because I tell you, if this shit goes off, somebody's going to shoot. It's going to be something that spark off.
Something gonna pop off. Never give up your weapons, even if your last weapon is a kitchen knife. God damn it, never give them up. If you got a gun, whatever, bazooka, whatever.
If they even try, bro. If they even try in America, bro. I tell you, man, it is over. Like, it's not. Damn weapons control, man. It ain't, especially considering most people are new gun owners now. So it's not the same environment. You know what I mean? It's not the same environment as it once was. Well, you even got liberals right now that are, pro gun. Never owned a gun in their life, never even thought about having a gun, but because of COVID, that shit switched. They literally got gun training overnight. They have a different view of gun ownership. So there's no fucking way that they're gonna be able to push down any type of draconian gun laws without the fucking nation flipping over its head.
Protect your children, bro. Leave goofy ass adults that want to funnel these children, beat their ass. You might have to slice a foot or an arm to show them the lesson, nigga. Keep your hands off my child. God damn it, hella factory.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But the thing is, bro, they're doing this by generation basis, man. Again, like we are pretty much in a slow soap opera, my nigga. That's what it is, bro. They're poisoning the minds of the kids that's coming up, and eventually, by the time they get to early adulthood, they're gonna be so used to living in perversion that it's normal. It's absolutely normal. I mean, if you just look at the transition from hell, even like the early 90s into the day, you would think you were living on another planet. If you were fucking transmitted from the early 90s into 2020, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Like you literally would not recognize the world you living in, bro. But
I actually agree with
we've
that.
been conditioned so much to accept it. It's normal. Imagine what's going to happen 10, 20 years from now, bro.
Yeah, the whole black man in skinny jeans thing is what got me, man. In 92, you would have never imagined you'd see black rappers with pants sagging down with skinny jeans on and shit, man, carrying purses and shit.
Man, you getting your ass drugged, boy. Straight up.
You know?
Straight up, bro. Like it ain't nobody going for that shit, dog. And that just goes to show you, man, the shit is the collective mentality of what's been acceptable is changing, bro. And they are increasing the outrage day by day.
But here's a question I have for you: what do we do about it?
They turning up in the media. Yeah, they turning it up. Yeah.
Who do we hold accountable for these guys that dress up like this? Because these are the entertainers that we celebrate, the athletes. You look at these guys go to pregame, what they walk through the tunnel wearing. These are the same athletes that play for the teams we want them playing for. So who do we hold accountable, or who do we boycott, or who do we? What's the word they use when they can't the cancel? When they start acting like that.
Said, bro, all you can do at this point, bro, is live your life is. Go ahead.
I'm just saying though, like you said all that about.
Yeah, you got a point, man. Listen, the whole
people
thing.
wearing skinny jeans and stuff and rappers, but you still have to listen to these rappers and watch, watch these athletes, play their games and do all this other extra stuff.
Yeah, my whole thing is this, bro. At this point, man, like all you can do is live by example, man. You know what I'm saying? Be motherfucking the best you can, the best heterosexual black man you can be. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your square as a man and don't fucking budge for nobody, bro, and live by example. Cause it ain't really too much you can do beyond that. Because your life, you know what I'm saying, can lead to a young generation looking up to you. You know what I mean? That's all you can do, bro, is be that example, be that influence.
But the thing is, that's a small influence. The big influence is the guy with the blonde eyebrows and the green dyed hair, and he's rapping about taking Percocets and drinking lean and pissing blood.
It's not a small influence, though. That's the thing.
Fucking whores.
It's not a small influence.
That's the big influence. That's the image that's on Front Street. So I just want to know, like, do you just talk about
well, if there's multiple individuals doing that in their homes and in their neighborhoods, bro, that's the big influence right there, bro, because there's multiple individuals doing it.
Don't you think it's
check it out, bro? Like how many people are you interacting with on a daily? Like how many, I guess what I'm saying is between the people that are out there on Front Street compared to the people that, are just living normal everyday lives, right? Like how many people is that compared to, someone that's out on Front Street, you know what I'm saying, that's famous and shit. You know what I mean? Because what I'm getting to is we, the people, have more power than we, subscribe to ourselves.
You know what I mean? This media thing is a small population versus the actual population of people out here for real, that's in the world for real, bro, versus what people locking their eyes on. And I think that's a good example. I think that's what you're trying to hint on to.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
It's more of us out here in the world versus eyes is locked in the screen. But go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
No, I got to drop. I got to go on mute for a minute.
Mr. Fantastic, anything you want to add?
Yeah, this the quietest big truck ever been on a panel, man. Shit, man. He must be eating, bro. You got to be eating.
I'm not eating. I'm here. I'm just allowing you to speak, so you don't accuse me of always talking over.
Hey, man. What? Hold on, time out, man. Is this Big Truck, bro? This shit don't make no sense. Hold on, man. That nigga actually, Big Truck is actually like holding his tongue. What the hold up, bro?
I'm not holding my tongue. I'm sitting back.
He's a doppelganger, man. It's not Big Truck. There's no way. That nigga don't have no control.
Hello. I'm sitting and watching Congress on television, and I'm being really quiet and listening to you speak, so you can't accuse me of always talking over you.
Hey, man, you got it, bro. You got it, man. Hey, appreciate it, man. That's crazy. Like, honestly,
just understand if I hear something ridiculous or egregious, I'm jumping right in.
Hey, I gotta go on mute, man. So whoever want to take it, go ahead.
Yeah, Big Truck, go ahead.
I posted a link to an ad. Did you see this ad before? Maybe you could play it so everybody can see it. I posted it in private chat.
Yeah, I watched it.
Have you seen this before? Well,
no, if I play it, they might try to give me for copyright, man. So it's in the link.
Just play it, maybe.
It's in the public chat.
Stop it every 15
like
seconds.
15 seconds? I think it's 15 seconds. Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
Stop it every like 10 seconds. You should be fine.
Hold on. Let me see.
What is that, by the way, Big Truck?
It's an ad that was made by Ron Paul's campaign about China.
Oh, hell no, bro. Y'all seen that Target commercial, bro? Bro.
Nah, explain. What happened? What did Target do now? What the fuck did they do now?
Bro, RuPaul.
Oh man, I don't shop at Target, so
I'm just saying. But Target got the best shit though. For real, over Walmart.
Target, are you kidding?
It costs more. It costs more though. It costs more.
No. It's not just that it costs more. Target sucks.
I don't know, man. I'm a little bigger. They don't usually have my size when I go there. I usually like to buy 2X and up. So
wait a minute, wait.
I'm talking about appliances. I'm talking about appliances and shit like toasters. You get the toaster on, nigga. Yeah, you get appliances. That's better appliances over there though. But go ahead though, my fault.
BJ's, Costco, and Walmart.
I got audio cords that's better, that work better and last longer than Walmart. HDMI cables, all that shit.
All right,
electronic section talk. I see what you're saying. I got you.
Where's the sound?
I muted it. I mean, shit, they speaking English?
No. Okay,
but they speaking nigga. You the only one that understand Chinese, nigga.
No, actually, I do.
Well, you know niggas good with subtitles, though. Niggas like subtitles. Come on now, niggas read, bro. The subtitles, nigga. Especially when you watch anime, nigga. You gotta read the subtitles.
That's what I said, motherfucker. This shit ain't reading no goddamn English though. What the hell?
All right. So don't worry about the audio. Just watch the clip. The way they designed it was, even though they're speaking another language, they use the audio for dramatic effect.
Oh man, he giving us with the old Chinese teacher look right there, man. I don't like that shit.
Yeah. It works a lot better when you watch it yourself and you actually.
All right, nigga, what's up? What? So what are we supposed to learn from that?
Well, it's about, it's kind of what you're talking about. Like, I keep hearing, people keep jumping in. Oh, the election was stolen, and the people who showed up that, those people who showed up, they weren't trying to overthrow the government. They were trying to disrupt and overthrow the electoral process, and they were still going to fail on that shit too. Now, I don't know if you heard one of these Trump supporters who they're looking for who was there. He shot himself just a little while ago, shot himself in the chest, committed suicide. I don't know.
Oh man,
he probably would have been better off if he just put a bullet through his head. That would have been better. The chest, you could still survive, nigga. Even in the headshot, you can survive too. But it's slim to none. But go ahead though.
well, you got to also remember, shooting yourself in the head isn't always 100% guaranteed. You can fuck up real bad, and then you end up a vegetable eaten through the side of your mouth.
That's right. That's hella factory.
It's not 100%. It's not always 100%. But yeah, I mean, hey, listen. I guess all of you are watching what's happening in Congress right now with me. I really don't agree that they should be pushing to impeach him beyond the presidency. The thing about it is, what they're determined to do is set precedent. They're going to stain this guy forever. Like the history books are going to record all this shit, and that's what they're determined to do.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, two impeachments is ridiculous, him, especially in 4 years.
That's the biggest thing
wild.
people not understanding. It's not about him. Yeah, but it's not about him. It's about the whole aspect of scaring anybody into doing what he did before. This is a message from, again, people way above the politicians, the people pulling the strings of the people that are the politicians, to tell them, hey, if you go against the grain, you go against the script we give you, this is what happens. Again, the days of John F. Kennedy are over with, bro. It's much more valuable to keep somebody alive and to have them be like a permanent whipping boy, or just, the scarlet letter, actual person roaming the earth, than it is to, remove them physically.
Oh, I agree. I totally agree. I absolutely agree. In fact, I have another clip. In fact, Miss Fantastic, I'm going to give you another clip. This one is in English. I guarantee you'll like this one.
Well.
Did you guys see the story?
He said John F. Kennedy. Hold up. Yeah. No, because we still have a situation. America still has a situation by having this currency owned by a foreign private corporation, bruh. We still don't own our own goddamn currency in this motherfucker. We still got a problem.
Listen, Star. Listen, while Mr. Fantastic is playing that clip, and I guarantee you're gonna like this one.
Yeah,
the thing that you need to understand is that there isn't even. You got to understand.
And we got resources here, bro. Where are the resources? How are these motherfucking resources being ledged and being measured, bro? Like, what's going on? Like, dude, bro. We are in a fucking plundery, bro. God damn.
What I need you to understand is, when it comes to expanding the money supply, which is what the Federal Reserve does, there isn't enough gold in the world to give all the people the money that they actually have. Like, you don't have enough gold in the world.
Well, that's how this crypto. That's why everything going into the crypto. This digital thing.
Understand something.
This digital currency is a valuable thing, bro.
Listen. What I need you to understand.
But people got to have their own mechanics of their working coin to give value to their own currency too, though, bro.
Cryptocurrency, unlike gold, cryptocurrency does not exist. Unlike gold exists.
It does. That's why I told niggas, get your aluminum in case of an EMP. There has been rumor of an EMP.
Dude, gold has intrinsic.
All right, never mind, bro.
Listen.
I'm talking
about the EMPs. You talking about the airborne nuclear fucking in the
electric magnetic pulse, nigga.
Transformers.
Electric magnetic pulse, nigga. If you got shit stored on certain devices, bro, if they do that, it's going to destroy any database you got.
That's what I'm saying. Bitcoin ceases to exist when the electricity goes out. If I turn out the lights, my gold coins still exist. Gold has intrinsic value and it's rare. That's the reason why it works as a currency.
But the thing is, though, none of us, only people that had their hands on it are government. It's government.
Yo, if you want,
none of us right now can go grab a gold bar right now. Who can go grab a gold bar right now? Any of you niggas.
Listen, here's my question.
Where's it go? Are you going to grab a gold bar? I don't give a fuck. Whatever type of money you put up, you can go touch a gold bar right now.
Hold on. Forget the gold bar.
That's a cap. That's a cap, bro. That's a cap.
Yo, big truck.
That's a cap.
How could you not believe somebody could touch a gold bar?
That's a cap.
Wait. Hold on. How do black people complain about gold bars?
A gold bar, bro.
How do y'all complain about gold bars when half of y'all got gold chains and gold teeth?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you make it seem like gold
you
is
can melt that down. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
you
an
can melt it
actual
down.
bar that you can utilize for something, and you can trade it.
Play that clip. Fantastic. Play that clip, please.
Well, it's okay. So check it out, man.
Fantastic. Run that clip.
One thing most people don't understand about Bitcoin, okay? It's not the actual
Bitcoin talk.
Well, I'm just saying, bro. I'm not a Bitcoin fucking fanatic or anything like that. I understand what it is,
advocate.
bro.
You're not an advocate. All right.
The thing is, I understand what it is. Okay, it is basically a technology that's used. It's a decentralized technology. It's also transparent, and also there's a cap on the amount of Bitcoins that can ever be created. That's what gives its value, and also is secure. So that is the value of Bitcoin. Through halving. It's the same thing with the dollar. Let me finish talking, bro.
All right, my fault. Go ahead.
It's the same thing with the dollar, bro. It's the confidence in the currency itself. The dollar, it basically, if we stop believing in the dollar, which most people are, that's why you see these commodity prices going up. That's why you see a shift away from the dollar, because people see what's going to happen. Because we continuously print them. If it continues, it's the same thing that happened in Zimbabwe, same thing happened in Weimar Republic. It's the same thing that happened in Argentina, same thing that happened in Venezuela. The governments try to print their way out of debt. It's the same thing that's going to happen here. And there's going to be a transition into commodities, into Bitcoin, to other store of values people have a confidence in. This is like, if you can look at the Bitcoin market itself, right? You have new coins that come out, and the reason why these new coins don't have any investments is because there's no confidence in those coins. People don't know what they are, but you know why?
Well, once people start seeing how the inner workings of it works, bro, I'm telling you, more people are gonna get behind it, bro, because this shit works.
But the thing is, understand this. Most niggas don't even know what the fuck encryption means. Okay, so most niggas that you see on YouTube talking about Bitcoin and talking about cryptocurrency, they don't even know how to spell fucking crypto. So there is a huge lack of knowledge when it comes to cryptocurrency and how the technology functions itself. And most niggas just see it going up, and they see YouTube videos being made. Oh, I'm crypto. Oh, it's crypto. You know, and they don't have any idea of supply and demand, of how the market cycle works. There's no in-depth knowledge of how
Well, the fucked up part is that this shit is all on paper before it became digital. A lot of people overlook that too. There's some shit the nigga done read out a Pythagorean theorem, nigga, and motherfucking pi and Cupid and all this other motherfucking formulas and where it works.
Bro, are you drunk?
Yo, let me jump in for a second. Let me jump in for a second, right?
All right, I can explain this shit, but go ahead.
This guy's drunk.
I am, but go ahead.
Hold on.
Making sense, though, making a damn bit of sense. Where the hell the pie and all this shit come in, man? You hungry?
What the fuck? Let me jump in for a second, bro. I was trying to talk earlier about my
mathematical equation or formula, bro.
Go ahead, Fader, bro.
I was trying to talk earlier about my.
See, that's why they fucked y'all niggas up. They didn't teach y'all shit in school. That's why y'all niggas goofy.
All right. Yeah,
I don't even know what pie is. You think I'm talking about an actual slice? No, nigga.
What I'm saying is, bro, what does that have to do with what we were talking about?
It has to do with the formula, bro, of the coin.
All right.
How it works, nigga. What?
Yo. So
they don't use.
Let me say something. Yeah, let me say something. So earlier I was trying to jump in.
Zeros and ones.
Go ahead, Fatal Dose, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, earlier I was trying to jump in when the brother made the comment about you can't own gold. Bro, I got gold and silver in my safe right now. You could go down to any pawn shop and buy your gold bars, and they'll hand them to you. You take them home. So I don't know where you're getting your information from, but you can buy gold. Second,
$10 gold bar, $20 gold bar.
Aside from hold on.
You could buy a 1 pound gold bar. They have those.
Aside from your safe, it's in all your electronics. Gold has intrinsic value. Bitcoin does not.
That's not what I'm talking about,
and
bro.
So does copper and silver.
Exactly.
Hold on. Okay, why everybody jumping in? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm answering his question about not being able to own gold. That's it. I'm not saying, I'm not going
I
into
didn't say you
intrinsic value
can't
and all of
own
that.
gold. I said you can't go get a bar.
You can. You can.
Well, I can't. I ain't been able to get a bar, but okay, y'all niggas, y'all some
The
dope,
jeweler,
y'all some
the
dope
jeweler can melt you
motherfuckers.
down.
My
The
nigga, you
jeweler
can
Y'all
go
some dope
online and buy
motherfuckers.
one. What are you talking about, bro? Like, it's plenty of fucking places you can go buy gold and silver, bro. Like, it's
Bro,
not a big thing, dog. Like,
Keep in
at
mind,
all.
gold is sold by the ounce. If you want to buy a gold bar and you've got $100,000 or something like that, yeah, you can go buy it right now. I think the price of gold off the top of my head is about $1,800.95. Like it's like $1,896 right now.
Per ounce, yeah.
There's multiple different ways you can invest in gold. You don't even have to buy gold. You can buy the ETF.
But what
G-
good is
G-
it? What good is it if
or
you
you can
can't touch
buy.
it though? What
Nah,
good is
the
it if you
physical
can't
gold.
touch
Wait,
it?
Bro,
wait,
it's the same
wait,
thing though.
wait,
You
wait,
making
wait,
money on the
Can I
increase
answer
in value, bro.
Hold on.
That's
Can I
the
answer that
thing,
question?
dog. Like, come on, bro.
Let me
Like,
answer that question. Let me answer
The
that
value,
question real quick.
the value of gold is to smuggle wealth
Hold on.
in a
Let me
small
answer that
spot
question.
really quickly. That's the
Let me,
only value of it,
hold on.
really
Let
and
me answer
truly.
that question real quick. You say what's the value of it if you can't use it or touch it? Well, no. If you buy gold, I buy gold right now. Anybody can invest in gold, right? If you buy gold and you want to be able to transfer ownership of that gold, with the same thing as transferring the ownership of money, you can actually get a gold card, and they have they have a card that looks like a credit card, and whatever your value of gold is in your bank account, it works exactly like a debit account. So if I take my gold card and I go to Macy's and I want to buy a watch or something, I could take my gold card, go to Macy's, buy a watch. I could take it, go buy gas, or I could buy something like that. But the people who invest in gold know that it's a store of wealth. They're not going to spend it frivolously on stuff.
Yeah, it's not for growth or anything. I wouldn't say it's a good growth vehicle. I'll put my money in something else if I wanted it to grow. I would invest in physical gold if I wanted to get a certain amount of money from one place to another place, and no matter what the currency be over there, transfer it over and make sure I get my value back in a small physical form that's not digital, that's transferable universally. That's the value of physical gold to me. Now, stock and trading ETFs and holding on to gold and hoping the value goes up, that's too slow. That's a very slow rate.
No,
of
bro, it's
investment.
not.
Yeah,
You don't know what you're talking about. The thing is,
okay, my bad.
my bad. The price of gold is tied to the ETF itself. So whether you take that gold and you transfer it into another currency, it will be the exact same thing as if you bought it to the ETF and you took your money out when the price rose. It'll be the exact same, bro.
I'm speaking in terms of the fact that we were speaking on an EMP exploding above the United States and gold.
EMP, yep.
So during an EMP,
gold being something you can touch.
Listen, your stock ETF,
But the thing is,
gold,
like, at what point did that gold become worthless though? Because during the time of EMP, my nigga, and you in a survival scenario, the last thing niggas even thinking about is fucking gold. It's about water, food, ammo. Nigga, no, if you ever been in a survival scenario, dog, when you had to fucking actually live off the land, nigga.
Bro, you saying that gold won't survive the EMP?
Gold,
what I'm telling you
will never be worthless.
What I'm telling you, bro, in an environment like that, bro, when you literally in a fucking survival scenario and you got an EMP that went off, bro.
Right.
The value.
But what about
there's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy of value that shifts, my nigga.
Though?
It goes for food, water, ammo, clothing, shelter, my nigga. Gold might be in there somewhere, but it is definitely not one of the top.
By the way, get your aluminum now and invest in aluminum now.
Like at all, my nigga. Yeah, go ahead. Who's talking?
No, all I was gonna say is, well, what you're saying is you're talking about the electronic trading of these commodities. Yeah, if you had a nuclear war or EMP explode or something like that, yeah, absolutely, those drop to zero, just like Bitcoin would. However, the physical obviously always will have its intrinsic value. Silver, for instance, is antimicrobial. So if you have to do surgery on people because they're fucked up because of the explosion, silver is what you're looking for. Even gold. Gold doesn't react well with bacteria. So silver and gold.
Yeah, non-corrosive. Yeah.
Right.
Bro,
gold
I know
comes from
I
the
make my own
explosion
colloidal
of
silver.
stars.
It does not take a bar of silver to make colloidal silver. All it takes is two rods.
I'm not talking about a bar of silver. I'm talking about
What?
just regular element silver.
Yeah, I understand that, but what I'm getting to, the scenario you guys are proposing is the EMP. It's a situation where there is a massive attack on America. Okay, there's a huge, chaos. Chaos is everywhere. People are trying to basically figure out how the fuck they gonna live. Food is spoiled. You got grocery stores that are not functioning. The last thing on Americans' mind, the people's mind, is a fucking gold bar, bro. I guarantee you that. Because it is, like, again, it's a hierarchy of needs when you are in a survival scenario. Okay? Gold and silver are not at the top of that hierarchy, bro.
Nah, I don't agree with you, bro.
What do you mean you don't agree? Bro, I've been in survival scenarios before. The last thing I'm fucking worried about is the value of a dollar or a gold bar, bro.
But bear with me. I keep resetting it.
So when you're in survival,
I'm not. Listen, yeah.
You can't.
But
eat
this is what
gold,
I'm saying. Eventually, bro. This isn't a war situation. So in a war situation, yeah, I understand what you're saying. But hold on, wait. Listen. No. But listen, there are other people that are friendlies and not your enemy. So eventually, you're still within a society where you're going to need something to barter with. Or you're going to need something to be able to get goods that you need. So you're speaking from a in the field war scenario. Yeah, in the field war scenario, you're 1,000% right. That does no good to you because, again, you're trying to fight for your life. But eventually, where you're still within a society that just had a major setback, but you're definitely going to need some type of currency in order to get your needs and the things you want. Yeah, gold and silver definitely holds a whole lot of value because you're literally the man amongst all other men. You're the only person that has.
If you're in that scenario,
be one of the most.
Hold on a second.
Check it out, Mr. Fantastic. If you're in that scenario,
there is precedence for this, right? Look at World War I when Europe was destroyed, right? And then look at the Weimar Republic that came out of that. When the paper money wasn't worth anything and the people needed to survive, gold was still worth a lot. And this is how the whole thing with the I don't want to say the name on here, but with the group of people that my man was gassing is because they were into buying gold. So they were able to keep their wealth even though everything had collapsed around them.
My thing is this, bro. If you're just buying gold with no insight on how the commodity markets fluctuate, and you just holding it, I'm just going to keep it in my closet, bruh, that is the horrible way to invest. You have to understand. Hey, let me finish talking, and you can go ahead and come behind me, Mr. Pause. Let me finish talking, and then you can motherfucking come in after I finish, bro. All right, just chill.
I just want to add something to what you're saying.
All I'm getting to is, bro, there is certain times when it's advantageous for you to invest in gold, and then there are certain times when it's better for you to go ahead and sell and invest in other vehicles. To just have this idea of just holding on to some bars, and look, I got silver. You know what I mean? I've held on some shit, you know what I mean? But the thing is, I realize how markets work. If it comes to a point where it's advantageous for me to sell, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and sell. And then when it comes to a point where it's advantageous for me to buy, I'm going to go ahead and buy. I know the market is a cycle. It doesn't make any sense to just hold and hold and hold and hold and hold when you are able to make a good return on your money.
Right, but that's only if you're looking at it as an investment rather than a tool for survival, right? And in the sense that if you're investing in gold, yeah, it makes sense to keep track of the commodity market and look at how it's pegged to the dollar. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it makes sense to do that. But if we're talking about it as for me, I don't invest in gold and silver for profit. I bought it and I'm holding it in case I need it one day. So I don't have to go to kitco.com and looking at the prices every day and sweating over it. No, because that's not what I bought it for. And I think like what you're missing is there's two purposes. You can do an investment, or you can
Man,
hold it for survival.
my whole thing is, man, if you can't touch it, it's worthless, bruh. You can't touch it, it's worthless.
Well, why is this guy still
Dude,
talking about not touching it when we've already established that you can buy physical gold?
Okay, well,
Why is this even a conversation?
I ain't got no gold bar yet.
Well,
I'm gonna
okay.
get one
Well,
though.
hold on. Let me
God damn it.
just say one thing really
This
quickly.
nigga is
You can have a lot of gold, you can have a lot of silver, you can have a lot of copper, but I will say this, Bro Truth is right that the order of importance is food, water, shelter, and then after that, all of the tangible shit. So the problem is if you're dealing with a situation where you can have all gold in the world you want, but chances are people are not looking for that. What you have is only worth what they're willing to pay for it. So
precisely.
ultimately, if you have to barter, people are more interested in getting food that has survived the war or water that has survived the war, or if you have a water filtration process of something, that is more demanded than fucking bars of gold. Like nobody gives a fuck
I
about
feel
gold.
that. Yeah, because you can't eat a bar. You can't eat a bar of gold.
Shit to do with it. You can't buy shit.
Not a goddamn thing. And again, I've been in the fucking desert scenario, my nigga, starving, needing water, food, my nigga. The last thing I give a fuck about is a shiny piece of metal.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. And at least with
And again, don't think
animal,
that
you can
like
hunt animals or you can hunt other people and take their gold.
right, and don't think that that gold is the only thing you need to and your repertoire to survive the chaos. You're gonna need food. You're gonna need water. What I'm saying is, right, don't discount having gold because you never know. What if you're trying to barter with the kingpin that has a whole warehouse and he's not interested in your water because he's full of it, right? You got to think about those scenarios, right? Because
One
there's going to be people forming gangs after a collapse, and what if they want something tangible besides food because they have plenty of it?
Well,
So you got to have.
did you see that Denzel Washington movie? Chances are, if a guy is forming gangs because he has a warehouse full of water, chances are the gangs are getting paid in water.
Yeah, but that's the movies, man.
Yeah, but
we haven't been through the real scenario.
It's an allegory, though.
Right,
That's the
right,
reality.
but until we there, we won't know. So why not prepare for any thing that could happen, including if they want gold?
Are you buying
Yeah,
water futures right
in
now? I'm
all
buying
type of
water futures.
situations, right?
Water futures
All types
going
of
up.
outlooks, not just the Book of Eli, but other movie alternatives,
Are
right?
you buying? Here's a question to you: are y'all buying water futures? Because I've been buying water futures, and water futures are going up.
No, explain.
I got
What
stock.
kind of
I got stocks in water.
Which
But yeah.
water
no,
stocks do
so
you buy?
futures. So basically, futures are what it's basically a market where farmers and people that invest in commodities can hedge their future cost. So say if you're a farmer and you basically want to ensure you can get a certain cost for your cattle in the future, it's basically a way to stabilize your business as a farmer. So you know that in the future you're going to get a certain price for this cattle. So you can then draw up a contract with the buyer and say, hey, no matter what, by March of next year, I'm going to have this price set for my cattle. So if the cattle price goes down, you still have a contract that basically ensures you to get a certain price. However, if it goes up, you still have to abide by that contract. So the person that basically purchased that contract from you, he'll have the right to purchase those cattle at a lower price than the current market price. So the futures, you have futures on everything. You have futures on cattle. You got futures on fucking weather. You got futures on water. You got futures on gold. So it's a fairly extensive market. That's really where the stock market basically grew out of, is the futures market. You guys hear me?
Are you a financial advisor?
Yeah, you coming in clear. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is the disclaimer, nigga. Go ahead though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do invest in the futures, ETF stocks, and forex.
Interesting.
Yeah, primarily in the options market.
These guys have no clue what you're talking about, bro. Nah, but yeah, I mean, you could invest in futures and the commodities market and hedge your bet there as well. But I think the question still remains: what happens when all of that fails, right? And I think that's where I'm at with having gold and silver in your repertoire as part of your arsenal, because you got to be prepared for anything. And you can't look at movies and think that what happens in
But
the
but
mind of a
but the
writer
thing
in
you gonna have to
Hollywood.
have that on hand, bro. And if you carrying that, like who you got you got an army with you to protect your stash, nigga. Like what, bro?
I do.
You gonna be the only one
Yo,
carrying these bars or to make a trade. You gonna get
bro,
jacked.
no, I'm gonna get Jack. Oh hell no.
You
I
gonna
don't
get
know about you,
jacked.
but I got an
Oh,
army.
oh hell no. I believe in the Second Amendment. Yo,
I do too.
like my man Jay
But how
Z
you gonna
said,
make a business deal if you
like my
mowing
man Jay Z
down,
said,
motherfuckers? How you gonna make a business deal? You mowing down, motherfucker. Well, you got to make a
yo,
big
like
transaction.
my
You got to
man
carry
Jay
all
Z
these
said, like
bars.
short sleeves, I bear armed. All right, that's all I gotta say.
That's what's up.
Yeah, well, listen, the Second Amendment is all great and everything, but the question is, if you've got a lot of something that a lot of other people want and they gang up on you, what's to stop them from shooting you in the back and taking your ammo too?
But that could happen with the food. What are you talking
It
about?
absolutely can happen with the food. My point is, at that point, if there's a breakdown in society, you're not safe no matter what.
Right. You're right. So it's a mute point to even say they're gonna try to take your gold because they could try to take your food, they could try to take your woman, they could try to take your kid.
Yeah,
So you
They can
know,
take your life. They can
I would
take your
argue
land.
that.
They can take
Here's the
everything.
thing, though.
Everything is for
I would
takes.
argue that the last thing that they would really be trying to take is your gold, because if society collapses, there's no use for gold.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna come take your gold and everything else you got. I'll take everything. That's how some people think. You know, they want everything you have at the end of the world. You never know. Like we can't act like or pretend we know what the end of the world is like. Like,
I
oh, I
actually,
remember
I
in
actually agree. I
'91.
actually agree. I actually agree with this nigga.
I
Even though I want
remember.
to fight you, nigga, but yeah, I
Why
agree
do you
with you
want to
though.
fight me, man?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
even.
nigga. Something in me, nigga. I just want to put the gloves on with you, nigga, and get in the
Oh, I
ring.
used to
Ding,
box.
Yeah,
ding.
well,
I
I'll tell
used to
you what.
box.
I'll tell you what.
God damn.
You know what the end of the world kind of looks like. We get a
Hey
glimpse
man,
of it
put the
every now and
goddamn
then.
bottle down, bro.
When we had a Sandy Hook here, there were fucking lines for the gas station where you had to wait like damn near 24 hours just to get a fucking gallon of gas. And I'll tell you another thing. At my house, when you got backup generators, or you got fucking solar panels or some shit, when the block's power goes out and your house is the only house with lights still on, that's when you get a glimpse what the end of the world looks like.
right.
Yeah,
And this is why I'm
you're
moving
right.
to the mountains, nigga.
Not a bad idea. Everyone's moving out of Cali, New York. Where else are they
Yep,
moving out of?
They're
yep.
moving from Cali and New York, and they're moving to
Ticker.
the red
Hold
state.
on, hold on. This is a ticker. This is a ticker advice, nigga. Get your candles, nigga. Whoever make candles, invest in that right now, nigga, because it's gonna
Yo,
be necessary. But go.
get some lamps, get your kerosene. I have all of that shit. Yeah, but I'm moving to the mountains, man. I'm done.
That's
Heading
not a
for the
bad
hills.
play. That's not a bad play. Get any type of land you could get out there, build something out there off grid, something that could self sustainable, and then it's an investment. It's definitely expensive if you can't get a loan, but if you have that type of money to move here and there, go country to country, mountainside to mountainside, and just build, go for it.
Yeah,
I think a lot
so
of people want that.
here's a way you could get land out there, right? A lot of the homestead will do owner financing. So if you
Okay.
could get a owner to finance you instead of going to the bank, you might get a little higher rate if you don't have good credit and you have to use them, but you'll still be able to get the land, and then you just build up whatever you need to do on the land.
I see. So you're talking like go move over where Kanye's at, and like where's he at? Montana, Wyoming. Go live over where become neighbors with Kanye now.
Hey,
That's
whatever
where it's
works,
at.
man.
Also invest in digging tools, because you might have to dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? You might
I
have
think
to.
in
You know
terms
what I'm
of
saying?
survival in the
To
future,
go
I think
underground.
that's
To
where
go
it's at,
underground, nigga.
is being able to isolate yourself and sustain a comfortable living area by yourself off grid. I think that's definitely key to living in the future, is just taking advantage of this land and the internet and not being on top of each other or having neighbors and shit like that for no reason. When I don't even know if half the United States is occupied
No, it's not.
or built up, you know?
Yo,
It's just
it's
East
not.
Coast and West Coast.
Was it like 10%?
Yo, they
10%?
estimated
Was it like
they
10% of America or something?
right.
That people live, and the other is
Yo,
like 80.
Yeah,
It's like
I
80
believe
or
that. I could believe
90%
that.
where
Like
motherfuckers can
90% is
go out there
empty.
and like, bro.
yo, if you fly across the country, right? Because I travel a lot, so I'm flying from New York to LA to DC to Boston to San Francisco. Like, yo, you're on the plane for 4 hours going from New York to LA, right? And you stare outside the window the entire way. Most of that shit is empty.
That's crazy, right?
That's the truth,
Yep.
because I done flew on planes too, bro. Man, it's so crazy. And it's outlined these squares. That's how you know it's some other higher shit going on, because this shit is
There
outlined,
is.
nigga. And it
There
ain't
is
even
some other shit
natural.
going on.
What are these lines? Like, who the fuck
Yeah.
made these lines? Like, goddamn. But go
You're
ahead though.
convinced that we have to live in these states and live in these cities and vote for these politicians, but we could literally go out in the middle of nowhere and make our own fucking laws, make our own rules. Look what the Mormons did in Utah. They said, fuck with whatever you guys got going on here. We're gonna make this our state, make our own rules, make our own laws. You can marry whoever you can marry, have multiple wives. We don't give a fuck. You can have our own school education. They don't take no federal government money for fucking education, like Texas. Texas don't take no federal money for education because they want to do their own shit, and I think that's definitely the future of states breaking away from.
You're absolutely right about those Mormons. Now, here's a question I have for you: how many times has the government went in there and tried to bust that whole place up? Let's see. Waco, Texas was one. The last time they went in there, I think it was about 6 years ago, because they were claiming that there was incest and shit going on. They took
Yeah, they're doing everything.
Yeah, but
They're
they
doing
always
whatever they
fail.
want to do.
They always fail though.
They fail. Multiple F's.
I think the government
multiple
failed
L's.
this time, but the last time was Waco, Texas, and I remember being a kid and watching that shit on television. The government.
Well, Waco isn't Utah. Waco was just one guy who had a complex and he was brainwashing people. We're talking about almost an entire state of Mormons doing this.
Now, here's a question: did David Koresh have a right to be doing what he was doing?
Absolutely.
And guess what? The government said, "Fuck all that. We're gonna set all of y'all on fire." Janet said that shit.
Right. But we're talking about a small complex, right? This is the difference with the Mormons and what happened in Waco. In Waco, we're talking about maybe like 100 people, but here we're talking about a couple of million of people. Big difference, bro. Numbers make a difference.
The government doesn't let anybody fall through the cracks. If they don't like the fact there's too many of you doing one thing or thinking one way or saying some shit, they coming for you. That's it.
Right, but what I'm saying is every time they did it in Utah, they failed because the people had enough numbers to be able to stop anything like that from happening.
Don't think it can't happen in the future. All they need is an excuse. All they need is the pretext, and that's it.
Yeah, but at that point, you'd have to mobilize an entire army to take them down.
You are right. Everything that has a beginning will ultimately have an end. I'm just saying, why are we not taking? Well, before they end, why not? Why don't we take advantage of? Why don't we take advantage of the fact that there's so much land in the United States that's not being occupied, that we could literally remote work. If you have a type of remote job, you could literally take a remote work job and move and buy a lot of land and buy a lot of real estate.
Bro, come on, man. Let's be practical here, man. Niggas ain't about living in no goddamn
this guy just said he's moving from
man. Like, come on,
this guy just said he's about to move to the mountains, man.
It's not practical. It's not practical. Niggas ain't doing it, bro. Like, let's be serious here, dog. Like, come on.
Well, I'm doing it, but I ain't the average nigga either.
Know how to fucking cook, man. You think niggas finna go and get some farmland and put some goddamn overalls on and get some horses and shit and be in the middle of the wilderness? No. It'll take at least 3 generations for niggas to fucking get back to the land, bro. We don't have any fucking survival skills. We don't have any way. We don't know how to build shit. Like, let's be real here, bro. Like, let's talk about like fucking real shit. All this fucking if we go buy some land in the middle of fucking nowhere and just build out I mean, yo, come on, dude. Like, it's possible, yeah. However, it's gonna take a long ass time, bro. It take a revolution of the mind before anything like that can occur.
Anything else you like
check
to add?
check this out though. Check this out. Like it's so for example, right? It's that type of attitude that brothers had, where brothers did not take advantage of land being given away for free up in Alaska, right? When Alaska was just giving land, and even today, you could buy land on the cheap in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, and there's plenty of folks that are doing it. But the problem is, brothers like being in the city. They like being in the middle of whatever drama's going on, and unless you let go of that mindset, you're not going to be free, man.
Some of the highest paying jobs are in Alaska and along the border of North America and the United States. Across that whole border, there's a lot of work being done for power.
Hell yeah, I know this brother who just moved up there.
Yeah, they have a high average salary, and they don't even work all year long in Alaska, obviously, or they have some sort of thing going on with their daylight.
Are you thinking about moving to Alaska, bro? Or going to Idaho?
No, brother. Because
are you? Well, then shut up. I mean, what are we talking about here? Then you're advocating some shit you're not even willing to do.
Hold on.
What are we talking about? Like, come on, man.
But I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it, and I'm doing it now.
I would buy land in Idaho. I wouldn't necessarily buy land in Alaska. But
all right, then move to Idaho and start establishing yourself, bro.
There.
You're gonna need to stay there for a couple of years to establish yourself, bro.
I said I would buy land there. I didn't say I would move there. I said I'd buy land in Idaho. If I could buy land in Alaska, I would too.
I wish we just come back to fucking real world. Start talking about La La Land, man. Because honestly,
I'm a builder.
All the resources under that ocean,
it's possible. I'm not negating the fact that brothers can go out and
the resources out of Alaska, nigga.
It would take a massive revolution of the mind, and our value system have to be restructured in order for something like that to occur, bro. For a mass of black people to say, hey, you know what? All this open land, maybe we should just go ahead and get together and get, some shit kicked off.
I don't need a mass of black people. I could just need like one or two people. That's it. I don't need a whole bunch of people. I could do it by myself. It'll just take a little longer.
You can do one by yourself.
Public, you're not going to do it, though. You're not. Come on, man. Let's be serious. You're not moving to Alaska. You're not moving to Idaho. You're not moving to Nebraska. Nobody wants to live out there because it's fucking nothing out there but a bunch of fucking backwards ass cousin fucking white folk.
So when
the EMP goes off,
Nebraska, bro. I no surprise there, bro. No surprise.
When the EMP goes off, would you rather be in New York City or Nebraska?
You probably just finished smashing your cousin.
When the EMP goes off, would you rather be in New York City or Nebraska? Or in your neighborhood right now, wherever you live, in your apartment or your house?
Hey, Mr. Phantasm, I got to fall off, man. I got some other work and shit to do, man. I appreciate you having me on, man. Yo.
Hey, salute to you, nigga. But don't be throwing no shade on Nebraska, nigga.
I appreciate it, bro.
But yeah, man, survival of the fittest, man. Or Darwinism? What is it? Darwinism.
Yes.
Talks about this, man. And it's coming down to the wire, man. So yeah,
dudes are just uncomfortable. Dudes can't fathom being isolated in their own thoughts with no distractions, just in the middle of nowhere. So that's how uncomfortable and depressed some people are, that they need to be around noise and distractions and inconveniences just to live and be comfortable with themselves. But when you strip all that shit away and it's nothing but quiet and you have to deal with your demons by yourself and nothing's coming at you.
And I done told you niggas I'm working on this spaceship. Y'all think a nigga bullshitting, bro. Y'all think a nigga bullshitting. I done talked about the spaceship, nigga.
It's so unfathomable for niggas to think, why would you move to Idaho? Why would you move to Alaska? Nigga, in Alaska, you could look up at the sky at night and see like purple and blue colors and shit. And you're literally at the top of the world. That's some shit that if you can't appreciate that and not understand the beauty of maybe living in Alaska, we can't even conversate. I can't have a conversation with
You know what
somebody.
I like?
Have any of y'all seen the Northern Lights? Have anybody seen the
Northern Lights? Northern Lights. There you go. You see?
I ain't seen this shit
I
yet, bro. I
never seen
want to
no
see
Northern
this.
Lights, but I'm not gonna sit here. There's people
Damn.
living up there right now, and I mean,
You know what I really like? I really like the fact that you say like in Alaska, you go up there and at night you can see the Northern Lights. And what's funny about it is, in some parts of Alaska, it's perpetually fucking daylight.
Yeah, it is. But check this out, though. Right? You don't need to go to Alaska for that. I was out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere in Mississippi, and at night when I was looking up, you could see like the entire Oort cloud shit across the sky, man, gorgeous, and it wasn't cold. So I'm saying there's places inside the continental U.S. where you can go out in the middle of nowhere, buy 20, 30 acres of land on the cheap, and still get all of that.
30 of that shit. Go shoot guns out there, you know, instead of living in
you go quail hunting and turkey hunting and all of that.
Tap a well, tap a clean water well out there.
Understand, right now, ammo is a commodity, so shooting off guns, unless you're hunting, is actually a waste of money.
That's what we're talking about, hunting, bro.
If you could build
quail hunting, turkey hunting, deer hunting.
Now's a good time to learn how to take advantage of gunpowder and lead. Buy that, because that's the next.
Everybody going to the range is a fucking fool.
Why is that?
You can target practice without shooting bullets. I got this shit off Amazon that I could do target practice, dry fire.
Because, like you said, bro, ammo's so hard to come by unless you got a whole lot to waste.
Well, you know what? One of the dudes who was on one of these talks, he had mentioned buying like.
Let me shout out to Jonathan Strong for the $4.99. Chronicles of Judah 144 says that the logic that a lot of ignorant black folks got to go. Now is the time to get your survival skills on point. I'm with Fatal Dose. Yeah, man, you should already have them shits on. What's the name, bro? Learn how to fish too. Fishing is one of the easiest ways, bro, to get food. Fish is one of the best bases of food sources, and it's easy to cook and you can eat it raw. So yeah, learn how to fish, nigga, if you don't already know how to fish.
Yeah,
bro. The mountain I'm moving to got a lake and a river with some fresh trout in there. And when I went to see the land, I was just walking, looking at the land, and there was packs of deers just walking by, back and forth. So
they didn't even run away from you, huh? They walked up to you too, huh?
Huh. That's the way to go, man. Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's just hope it doesn't come to that.
It's going eventually. Everything that starts comes to an end. We're gonna be forced to adapt into some sort of post mass event.
And you niggas that's gonna let these niggas poke you up with the vaccine, you gonna turn into a zombie, nigga, and you gonna get slaughtered. You gonna get sliced. I'm gonna grab a slice, nigga.
You're gonna have to take the vaccine eventually because they're giving out certificates and cards with that, and you know what comes next with the card. You have to present that card eventually. No one's ever given you a card that you didn't need to present before. Just remember that.
Yeah, we're turning into East Germany, bro. Your papers, sir. Y'all seen those movies?
There's gonna be job opportunities in that too. You could be a contact tracer or some sort of federal branch of the government that just goes around catching people who are sick. So if those who are unemployed listening or who are going to be listening to this in the future, you know, you heard it here first. COVID-19 contact tracing job opportunities, and you know,
I think they're paying like $20 an hour.
Be the person sitting at the border, having people check their COVID-19 or COVID-20, COVID-21 certificates on their windshield before they get into their state.
Man, this shit's so crazy because I remember having the chicken pox. I was like 3 years old, bro. And the nigga was putting the pink ointment on the nigga. And it reminded me of the same thing all over again where they wanted to put needles in the nigga, man. I don't know if anybody had the chicken pox. I don't even know if people even heard of the chicken pox. after 20. It's been about 20 years. Like,
Nigga,
you don't even see about that.
You
But
the only nigga I know that got chicken pox.
It was an outbreak, though, bro.
I had the chicken pox.
It was an outbreak.
Pink cream was called calamine lotion.
Yeah, man. Like you don't even hear nothing about no chicken pox no more. Like what the fuck? Like,
to
me, that was something that they put out. They put to people. They gave people purposely, bro. That was some experimental shit.
Yo, bro, let me school you on something. Yo, let me school you on something with this virus, right? All of the predictions that they were making were based on numbers of the last outbreak of a similar virus in the early 1900s, right? The Spanish flu. Back then, we didn't have running water. We didn't have sanitation like we do. We weren't educated like we are. So it made sense that people would transmit it to each other without even realizing they were doing that. Now, with an educated population, with running water, we have ways to keep our hands clean. We understand we shouldn't be sneezing on each other. There's no way that the predictions that they were getting off the numbers from 100 years ago would have came true today. So they never adjusted for that. Although all these numbers were bogus.
And that is funny.
That shit crazy, man.
I didn't even know that shit even existed after what? After you said 20 years? 20 or 30 years?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
30. It's been 30. It's been 30.
No, guys. First of all, the virus that causes chickenpox, I believe mumps, rubella, and measles, is called the herpes zoster virus, and there's various forms of it. We here in New York City, it was only last year we had an outbreak in the Jewish community of fucking measles, I believe it was. And that's partially because they refused to be immunized and this, that, and other religiously. So
you're wrong, bro. Chickenpox is different from mumps, measles, and rubella, bro. It's not the same.
It's a different version.
It's not the same, bro. It's not the same.
Listen, it's a different version of the herpes zoster virus. Herpes zoster virus.
No, it's not. It's not even a different version of the same thing. It's totally different. No, measles and chickenpox are two different things, bro. It's not the same. That's why you have two, like you said, that's why the MMR is separate from like chickenpox.
Yeah, the reason they call it chickenpox is because
what's the shit you get when you old? Shingles. Chickenpox and shingles are the same, not chickenpox and measles.
Right. So chickenpox I believe is a byproduct of people that were working with chickens. So it's a disease that chickens get, which is why they call it chickenpox. And the cure, they started noticing people who were working with chickens didn't develop chickenpox because they would catch it and become immune to it. So that's how they came up with the vaccine for it. But it has nothing to do with measles. Measles is something totally different.
Measles is caused by the measles virus. When I had heard them say it, that's why I was repeating.
But what does that come from? What does it come from, though, bro? Where does that
measles virus
from?
The measles virus? I don't know where it came from. I just think it's a virus. I mean, you know.
Well, it's a virus, bro. It's a virus. It's viral. I mean, it's just. Is it? Yeah. I mean, it's a viral thing that just happens and occurs naturally out in nature. So, I mean, where it actually comes from, who knows? But, I mean, it's something that's not deadly until you get older. Same thing with chickenpox. That's why they would have chickenpox parties when we was little, because you wanted the child to get the chickenpox early, because for a child, like most things, your immune system
so
is
they can get over it. So they can get over it. So they can get over it. Yeah. So they can get over it.
This is why it's not a big deal or problem. But like you're saying, what people don't understand and realize is, when a disease or a virus or anything completely and totally disappears, that's extremely dangerous because nobody's body is used to it. And when nobody's body is used to it, whenever it comes back, that's why they're hyping up the fear on this new coronavirus, because it's new, right? The same thing happened with polio. I think they just recently had another big outbreak of polio in Africa. And that was actually linked to some vaccine they was given, and they trying to run from that. But the danger of stuff like chickenpox not being around, and you're not wrong on that, because everybody got chickenpox in the 80s and 90s, but none of my kids, and I got my oldest are 15 and my youngest is 9. None of them I never even heard them talk about a friend that got chickenpox. So again, bro, like you said, that's a big issue and problem, but people don't really understand that aspect of it.
Yeah, but if you look at what they're doing with this, right? They already announced that the CV already mutated and there's a new strain, right? They're gonna treat this like the flu, and you're gonna have to perpetually keep taking vaccines behind this.
And wasn't there vaccines during the chickenpox, like whatever was
Yes,
going on with
yes,
chickenpox during the
yes,
80s and
yes.
90s?
There was.
There
Yes,
was
there was.
vaccines,
Yes, there
but
were. Yeah.
the party was to circumvent
What
having to take the
niggas know?
vaccine.
What niggas know about the booster shot, nigga?
Yeah, when
That
the
don't
parents
that
had
don't
the
you don't hear nothing about no booster shot no more.
when
I
your
remember
parents used to have
I remember
when
that.
your parents had chickenpox parties, they were literally anti-vaxxers. They didn't want you to take the vaccine. They wanted you to get it through contagion, a contagion method through someone else.
Through hand transformation.
Yeah,
Because you could just touch somebody and you transfer. Yeah, just through the skin. Yep.
Yeah, there was
Topical.
an episode of South Park on
Yep.
that when Cartman got chicken pox and then invited the kids over for him to spit in their mouth. The parents were like, "Let's play a game called Spitty Poo."
Yeah, that's
Oh,
basically herd mentality on a basic level. What is it called?
herd immunity.
Herd immunity. Yeah.
Stupid, man. I'm
Well,
taking the
no,
vaccine.
it's not necessarily.
I'm gonna take the vaccine. I don't give a fuck. I'll
But
take
you
Yeah,
that
herd
shit.
immunity.
their logic is that if they get it younger, because it's more dangerous when they get older. Their logic is kind of like what
All right, good luck, nigga.
their logic is if you get it younger, then it won't
I
be.
know it's an unpopular opinion. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but yeah, I'll probably take the vaccine if my doctor said, "Hey, you want to take the COVID vaccine while
I'm
you're
not
here?"
taking that shit
I'll
unless
say, you know what?
travel.
Yeah, give me the vaccine because I know people who've died and I know people who've been
Yeah.
in ventilated. It was on ventilators for like
Well,
6
you know
If
months.
what
you
I'm gonna
walk around
say?
this
You know what I'm gonna
motherfucker
say?
looking like Two
I'm
Face,
gonna
don't
say.
come
I'm gonna say
complaining.
you. I'm
Don't come
gonna say.
crying.
I'm gonna say you take it first, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I refuse to take it unless I'm forced to take it just so I can travel because I know I got to renew my passport and most of these
If it's
countries, the borders are
if
closed.
it's offered to me, I would feel stupid if I said no and then ended up getting it because I'm the only one that don't got the vaccine. And I'm thinking that's cool because no one's wearing a mask, but the vaccine doesn't actually stop you from spreading it. It just stops you from getting symptoms and getting put on a respirator and getting on bed rest and shit. I know we're all relatively
Bro,
have
so what's
healthy
the purpose of
lifestyle.
getting the vaccine? You're making a case against your own logic. It makes no bro. If you're not gonna, if you're why would you be the first one to get an experimental vaccine again that's not FDA approved? Again, for you guys that do not know, this vaccine is not FDA approved. It's emergency procedurally like use. It's authorized emergency use. That's what it is.
I get that.
Bro, do not
Fantastic.
volunteer for this fucking shit. Do not take this fucking vaccine, and especially don't let your kids get this shit. They're literally going to use you as the guinea pigs for the thing because you know what? None of these for vaccinations. There are no fucking there are no liabilities to the company. They have literally no legal
No recourse. No
obligation to
recourse.
pay you, especially when you're volunteering to take this vaccine.
Hella
So
factory.
if you want to do it, by all means, be your own man and do your own thing. But I would highly, highly suggest against it.
yo, let me tell y'all something, man. My daughter's going blind. She has a condition called retinitis pigmentosa. You know how she got it? Rubella. The rubella shot, the MMR shot. She was infected by rubella from the shot, and it eats away at her eyes to the point where she's gonna go completely blind right now. So,
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
yo, but here's the worst part though. You can't sue them
Damn,
for
bro.
any of
Sorry to
that.
hear that, fam.
Yo,
Yeah.
thanks, bro. Thanks. Yo, you can't even sue them. Like I try to go to court. Like, nope, I couldn't even sue them. They have what's called the Vaccine Injury Board, and they set up all these rules that the federal government run. And they set up all these rules to prevent you from being able to get money out of them. It's crazy, bro. Like this is why everybody's looking at me like, yo, your youngest kid isn't vaccinated. It's like, yo, I'm going through this stuff. Like, yo, unless you're the person who gets injured, you think everybody else is, you think everybody's crazy. But like once this happened to my daughter and realized like I just had to take
Yeah,
it.
no one cares. And that's the thing,
I
bro.
just had to take it.
No, that's the thing. And even when they had the proofs of this shit, because they did it with that movie, what was it? Aaron Brockovich, or the thing of talking about Monsanto and all this other shit. And all these other things. That's why they was talking about the whole anti-vaxxer shit, bro. But again, the research is out there, man. certain people, because they said it's all linked to like the sheath you have around your brain, right, or whatnot. Certain people are built different, so certain people have they're just thicker or stronger than others. So if and when you have that weaker one, what happens is it overrides it, and like you said, the virus, a young baby or whatever, is just not prepared to take on something like that, and you can't fight it.
Yeah. There's a documentary by Dr. Gary Knoll. I forget the name of the documentary. I saw it years ago. But in that documentary, if you've heard of like shaken baby syndrome, where parents are going to prison because they say they shake the baby, and like babysitters are getting arrested. Now, if you look at all those cases, it's usually right after the baby gets vaccinated that they die because it eats away at their brain, and it looks like they were shaken to the point where their brain got damaged, but that's not what happened. It's the vaccine that's killing their brain.
To get leads, to get appointments.
Yeah, it's crazy what these things do,
that's
man.
Wild. That's wild, bro. That's some wild.
And then
shit,
that's fucked up. That's cold, bro.
I feel for you, bro.
They literally created a terminology just for that to cover the fucking tracks of these billion-dollar corporations.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. There's a vaccine advocate. I forget her name. Bev. I forget her name now. But there's people out there that'll educate you on this vaccine stuff, man. Because once I got caught up in that with my daughter, I had to do my research, man. Because the doctors, when I asked them what's the side effect, they just said, "Oh, you'll get a fever or a rash." They never tell you you're gonna lose your sight or you could die from taking it. And people have died from taking this stuff, man. But they hide it. And if you bring up anybody that brings it up, they just call you an anti-vaxxer and never address the issues that these things and vaccines don't work, because vaccines was invented when polio came out. And if you look at the data, polio had already peaked and it was on its way down by the time the polio vaccine came out. But they keep saying it's the vaccine that stopped polio when it's not true. And they only push that because vaccine is a big business, bro. We're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars, man. It's big money for the pharmaceuticals.
Fatal Dose, I'm sorry to hear that about what happened with that. What exactly does rubella vaccinate? What is rubella?
Rubella is something. It's very similar to the measles and the mumps.
How old was your daughter when she got that vaccine?
She was a baby when she got it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but she was going blind and we didn't know. We just kept getting her new glasses and like the crazy part is the way rubella attacks your eye is that rubella attacks your eye when your white blood cells fight it. It leaves a marker, right? That works fine anywhere else in the body, but when it's in the back of your eye, the reflection that you're supposed to have for your vision starts going away. And so she started seeing spots at night, and she thought like she was seeing ghosts and all type of crazy stuff. Couldn't sleep at night because when she wakes up, she would see people standing there. She starts screaming. We thought something was wrong with her head until the doctor said like, "Yo," we took her to the doctor because her vision was getting so bad. And when they checked it out, they were like, "Yo, she's going blind." Yo, I was shocked, and then I found out why she was going blind. I was pissed, bro. I was pissed, but they tie your hands. There's nothing you could do about it. And
so it's not an understatement to say that you're anti-vax at this point. You're completely anti-vax.
Oh, hell no. I'm not sticking anything in my arm, man. I'm not sticking anything in my arm. Not unless you tell me that if something goes wrong, I'll give you $1 billion.
Now, or if you do it first, to let me know that what you trying to put in me, you safe with it. But if that isn't, hell no.
Now, when I was 18, I had to take a 10-year vaccination for meningitis because I was going to be living in a dorm room. I took that vaccine and I was fine. And I also had to take a flu vaccine too. I took those vaccines. I was fine. When I started working in my current industry, I had to take a tetanus vaccine to avoid from, rusty nails and rusty sharp objects infecting my blood. I took that vaccine too, and I was fine. I know those vaccines have a longer track record, but I've taken vaccines in my lifetime and been fine afterwards. I took a tuberculosis vaccine when I traveled internationally. I had to take a vaccine. So I don't get why people act like Like we've never had to take a vaccine.
Well. The thing
never
is,
had to take a
that shit's
vaccine.
still floating around in your blood right now, bro.
You've never had to take a vaccine
And
before.
you don't know who
like,
got the you don't know who got the turn off switch for that shit, bro. The
All
motherfucker
I'm
just
saying
click
is that
the switch
I can
and you
only
just
speak-
fall dead, bro.
All I can speak is from my experience, and I've taken a lot of vaccines. You know, I don't know what that's done to me. Maybe that's gave me, fucked me up to a certain level or not. But I've taken a few vaccines in my life not because I needed to or was forced to, but it was an option to necessarily do something that I know I wanted to do, like travel or get a job or go to college and other things like that.
Do you know them niggas that put the shot in you? Do you know who they are?
I mean, I can't remember my primary physician.
That's what I'm saying. See,
that's
a problem. That's a problem. You don't even know. You don't even know who put a syringe in you, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. And now it's even crazier because now that people wear masks, you definitely don't know who the fuck you're dealing with now, right? You couldn't even point them out in the lineup. 24 hours later, if somebody did something to you now, because everyone's wearing a mask. But all I'm saying is we all act brand new, like no one's ever taken a vaccine before.
I ain't even gonna say that, bro. I ain't even matter of fact now.
And I'll sit here and say I've taken vaccines before, and haven't really had any adverse reactions to them. So if I'm sitting down with my doctor and he's like, "Yo, listen, we have COVID vaccines for this year's COVID or whatever," would I say no? I'm not taking it. I don't think I would say no. I'll probably take that shit just because I know people my age who was put on respirators for 6 weeks, and every time they were taking off a respirator, they would basically fall into comas and shit like that.
Do you know that there's things that you can drink to loosen up your lungs, bro? If you're having problem with breathing, bro.
Listen, man, I get all that.
They'd rather give a nigga a shot, though, bro. Like, come on with this bullshit, man.
I probably have COVID right now. I probably have it right now, but I don't know. I haven't gotten sick during this whole pandemic, and I've been in and out of houses, in and out of sites, around tens of thousands of people over the last 9 months. And I haven't been down for one day.
Man,
I don't know.
My cousin died from motherfucking asthma, bro. When they already had shit to where they could have just squirted something on her lungs to release the restriction on her lungs, bro. They don't take a shot for that. It could have been something she could have drank through a soup.
Listen,
But you want to put something in the motherfucking follicle.
Listen. I'm not saying that
of a skin. Like, bro, come on with this shit, man.
I respect the pushback, but I'm not saying you can't live a healthy lifestyle. You should live a healthy lifestyle. You should definitely advocate for a healthy lifestyle and make, your food your medicine. So medicine isn't your food. I live a healthy lifestyle. I work out 5 days a week. Early in the morning, first thing I do, and I eat very well. I like to intermittent fast sometimes. I like to go on water fast sometimes. I definitely understand all these things.
Why has it not been told that if you put sea salt in your water and you boil it and sniff the fumes, that loosens up the restriction in your lungs? No, why nobody talk about this, bruh?
Or honey and lime, whatever you do.
Honey, lime, all this shit, bro.
It's so much shit, right? We all get it, right? But who knows, man? I don't know. I don't have the answers. Ask someone else on the panel. Maybe they have the answers.
Man, that shit makes me sad. That shit makes me sad, bro.
The answer is it doesn't cost that much money to do that versus going to them and they could gouge you. All
I'm saying is we can't act brand new about vaccines. And if it comes down to you going to that Lakers game or going to that vacation that you want to go on or getting on a plane, you're not gonna.
But hold up, you can't even name the chemicals in the vaccine right now that you've been shooting up with, bro. You can't even name it.
A lot of people on the panel. I'm not saying people on the panel will necessarily fold, but a lot of people are maybe in the comment section and listening. A lot of people are going to end up taking that vaccine eventually in their lifetime. Trust me when I say that. If it becomes some sort of requirement, they're already giving out cards. You never went and got the flu shot and they gave you a fucking certificate or a laminated card. The only purpose of giving you that is so that way one day you have to present it. That never happened with any other, with no flu shot every year. They're doing it for COVID because they want to make sure.
The thing is, when you're carrying around that card, that's no different from having your ear clamped with a tag, bro. You're tagged.
All right. Now, at the same time, if you're looking for a job and they say, hey, listen, have you had COVID? Have you ever been in contact with COVID? Have you had a vaccine? And it's two options, yes or no. And you circle that option and you're wondering why you're not getting the job, or you're wondering what the hell's going on, why I can't get my foot in the door. You're just sitting there wondering, man, I'm so anti-vax, but I'm also unemployed. Which more anti am I? Am I anti-employment or am I anti-vax?
That's why I talk about eating clovers in your front yard. If you got a yard,
not on the job application.
Eat a sunflower. God damn it, eat a leaf.
They don't care if you're eating leaves on the job application. They want to know if you got the vaccination.
That's defeating the whole purpose of even getting a job, though, bro. Because you don't need it. You don't need a goddamn job. The only job you should be working for is for your motherfucking self and your family, nigga. That's it. The fuck?
Listen. All I'm saying is a lot of people are gonna fold. A lot of people talking tough when it comes down to taking the vaccination or not. When they're forced to make a decision, they're not going to be like the white boys.
I already got it made up in my mind. I'm going to be collecting feet and arms, nigga. I'm going to have a whole bag of these motherfuckers.
You think Black Lives Matter isn't going to get behind the vaccination movement? Wait till Black Lives Matter politicizes the vaccination movement. And how all these mothers, single mothers, go and get all these these unparented kids vaccinated. Or grandmothers take these unparented kids and get them vaccinated.
But bro, if you capitulate and everybody does what you're doing, then it's done and over with. Everybody got to stand up and unify to say hell no to this shit.
Exactly, bro. And they win with that attitude that you got, bro. They win.
No, you guys are right. This is great. I get what you guys are saying. All I'm really speaking on is that a lot of people, I'm not speaking to people on the panel because I know we're kind of strong on our opinions here, but a lot of people who are going to be listening to this in the future will definitely be taking these vaccines. And I think you guys can agree on it. To that.
You will be taking that shit.
No, you know what? You're 100% right.
I mean, thank you for acknowledging that.
No, I acknowledge it because I understand what's ultimately coming. Everybody claims that they won't take it and they won't publicly say, yeah, I'm not going to do it. The reality is the system will either make your life so miserable that you'll have no choice, or there'll be something that eventually you'll want to do that you can't do that'll force you to do it then, and you'll just roll the dice. That's all. So
typical rules of engagement.
What?
Those are typical rules of engagement.
Like, I'm afraid that I'm going to have to take it in order to fucking either renew my passport or in order to get entry into another country with a visa. Everybody's talking big and tough about how they plan to go to Colombia and the fucking hills of mountains in other countries. Here's my question. How you getting a visa if they don't let you come in because you don't have that card? That's my question. Answer that.
The big reset is going back to nature and going back to the wilderness, bro. That's the big reset, bro.
Wilderness. Yeah, my question is to the person who talks about they going to Colombia and this, that, and other. How you going to get into Colombia if they tell you, guess what? If you ain't got that fucking vaccine card, you ain't going nowhere.
Even just getting the money to get the plane ticket. How you gonna get the job?
But forget the money to get the plane ticket. They might not let you get the plane ticket if you don't have the card.
Hey, what is that? Repeat that, because I think people need to understand.
Listen, see, everybody doesn't think you get it. They can say,
and it's gonna go across the board. If your insurance, they're gonna cut you off on your insurance. If you got insurance, they're gonna say you can't get this type of protection unless you got this chip. You ain't getting no help, nothing. You can't even drive your car if you ain't got this.
You know what? Good. You know what? You just said it. You might not be able to qualify for health care if you ain't got that vaccine. So boom, you just did it for me. Whether it's health care or buying a fucking plane ticket, they ain't gonna let you on no plane if you ain't vaccinated. Listen, he's absolute public electrics 100% right. One way or another, they will bar your entrance to something that you have no constitutional right to do, and you will end up folding.
And I'm not saying that's right. Morally speaking, even if you take morals out of it, like morally, I'm morally ambiguous. I'm tired of the black man having to be morally positive all the time. For whatever reason, I can't just say, fuck it. I care about this, and this is what I focus on today. I'm thinking, why does the vaccine even have to be a big deal for certain industries, or why do people have to push back against it? I think
public. The reason why is because we obviously know it's rushed. I don't want to take anything that's rushed. I don't want to take anything that hasn't had a long time of testing to the point where I have to worry that in 10 years they're going to say, oh, well, if you took that vaccine.
You have the ability, though.
And I don't have no recourse, and you didn't take it first.
And listen, and you have the ability to live a life where you don't have to interact with people or get a job and have to, do these applications and circle yes or no. I'm putting things into perspective. And I'm not even just speaking to men. I'm speaking about a lot of these women will volunteer to take these vaccinations and then give these vaccinations to their kids. And then these kids will grow up. And pretty soon, before you know it, we will be the minority of people who refuse to take quick vaccinations. But quick vaccinations will be a common trend in years to come, where vaccinations are pushed out and plotted out faster than we even know what the fucking disease is. And I think Spiritual Logic has a lot of pushback, or he has a strong opinion about this. He's in the chat. I don't know if you want to put the StreamYard link out so you can get on the panel or what, but Spiritual Logic definitely has a lot of, if you guys don't follow him already, definitely has a lot to say about vaccinations and New World Order.
You know what? The thing about it is, it's like ultimately, one way or another, you're gonna end up getting it. Because here's my thing. Even if you said, oh, I don't want to take the vaccine, my thing is I could never trust getting any shot ever again, because I'd always be worried that they'd put some of the vaccine in that shot. So, like for
with a cocktail.
I haven't had, you know how they have the free flu shot at Walgreens and CVS and anywhere you want to go? I have not taken a free flu shot in maybe the last 2 or 3 years. And every now and then,
I see them goddamn signs everywhere, bro. Yeah, God damn.
Guess what? How could I ever trust the flu shot again, knowing that there's a possibility that they're using the vaccine in that flu shot? How could I ever trust it? So my thing is, eventually, I'm going to have no choice, and I'm going to end up just folding. Now, you can hold out as long as you want. You don't have to be the first person in line. You could be in the middle of the line. You could be in the back of the line. One way or another, you're on the line. If my healthcare company calls me right now and says, guess what? Hey, this is GHI, and we're canceling you unless you go get that shot, I'm going to be in my car getting that shot. You ain't got no choice.
Yeah, I'm holding out to the last of
right?
To the last of this shit, bro. I'm holding out. Fuck all that.
Nothing wrong with being last in line. There's nothing wrong.
These motherfuckers gonna have to strap me down and force feed me their bullshit, bro. And then at that point, I'm just gonna be like, fuck it, nigga, my life is over.
Man, I'm still trying to get this shit done.
Yeah, and nobody wants to do it. Me personally, I believe in survival of the fittest. Nobody wants to do it.
Hello?
It's just that you ain't got no choice.
Let me just.
Oh shit!
Push back.
Oh. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I had to chime in on this, man. Because the thing is, there's a lot of technical details that's missing here, and a lot of brothers don't.
Paperwork. What happened?
What's that?
You said you went to do some paperwork. What happened?
No, I had to speak to a colleague right quick.
Oh,
so,
go ahead.
It didn't last as long as I thought it would. But anyway, so there's a lot of technical details here that's missing. I'm just going to give a brief summary. So there's a difference between the COVID vaccine that's been created and rushed out, and world's first time that there's been a vaccine developed this quickly. This vaccine is like no other ever created, in that it's something called a messenger RNA vaccine. All vaccines are basically developed using some type of cell line, maybe a chicken cell line, or maybe like a fetal tissue cell line, and they basically grow the vaccine. Somebody got like TV or something going on in the background.
My nose is all stuffed up.
You sure you ain't got that Rona?
Yeah, what the fuck's going on?
Somebody
got feedback. Somebody got a TV in the background, man. Turn that shit off. Mute up, man. Mute up.
A couple days ago.
Yo, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Just mute everybody, bro. I think it might be Gary.
No, it's Big Truck Ass.
Yeah. Anyway, man. Yeah. So anyway, the thing is,
I'm muted, man.
The old school virus, man, is basically an attenuated virus, or they take a piece of a virus and they essentially waiting on your immune system to respond to it and create antigens or antibodies towards that virus. What's different with this virus, with this vaccine, is that they actually are manipulating your DNA to create that antigen or that antibody. So this is the world's first DNA altering virus. They use something called a messenger RNA. It actually is a synthetic antigen, which is the spike protein, the antigen that's responsible for making the spike protein to grow on the outside of the cell. A cell with this spike protein growing out on the side of it basically is immune to COVID-19. So they're basically writing your DNA code in your cells to create this spike protein on them. Now, every single time that this has been tried in a lab on animals, guess what? When the animals were exposed to the wild virus, they all died. It's never been a successful test of mRNA vaccine in a lab.
They explode.
And on top of that, what they're using as a carrier differs from what they use in old vaccines. Typically in old vaccines, they use a certain antigen. They use a lot of like poisonous substances like mercury. They use nickel. And the antigen is basically to elicit immune response, which basically kicks your immune system into gear, and it forces it to have that antibody response to the attenuated virus. In this case, they actually are using a new nanotechnology. Now, this shit sounds sci-fi, but look it up. I'm not lying. All this shit is wide available on the internet. They actually use a nanotechnology which they can program. They actually can program. It's actually it's like a fatty lipid nanoparticle that they can actually encode to do certain things in your body. In this case, the code is to bypass the cell defense in order to allow the mRNA to inject its RNA into your cells.
Now I wonder, bro, is that similar to smart dust? Smart dust? Is that similar?
Bro, stop with all the smart dust shit, bro. Like I'm telling you exactly what is fact and what exactly is going on with the virus, with the vaccines they have created. This is the technology that they're using, and they are testing this out. There's literally last week there was a Miami doctor. This dude is fucking. He was like the perfect picture of health. Him and his wife were like they went kayaking. He had no pre-existing conditions. This dude was a doctor in Miami. He took the COVID vaccine, and less than a week he was dead. You know what? He went to the hospital. He went to the hospital because he realized in the shower. He started seeing like pink little dots and shit around his feet and his hands. And him being a doctor, he knew that basically meant there was internal bleeding taking place. He went in. This dude had zero platelet level. Platelets are basically the elements in the blood that are responsible for clotting. This dude had a 0 level of platelets, bro. He ended up bleeding out in his brain and dying because he took that vaccine.
They've been trying to cover that and bury that story. People talk about it, but they never give the links or the information to it. So do you have the link for that? And let me read this.
I grab it for you. Hold up.
Shout out to Son is Hot Rod for the £5. Thank you, brother. Sorry for the brother's daughter. Everybody's biomechanics have reactions to vaccines. Some it works perfectly for and does nothing or harm some. Yeah, man. The vaccine shit, it's dirty though. The whole thing is dirty, man. Oh, he already got it in there. Okay, so yeah, this shit is real. So again, this is something that they definitely aren't sharing with the public, and they're deliberately burying this story, people, because I heard everything about it, but anytime you hear about the actual details behind it, the national media isn't talking about this. And again, this ain't just some citizen, bro. This is a medical doctor.
Picture of health, staple picture of health, basically. I get that. But the funny thing is COVID was killing doctors and people who were supposed to be the picture of health too. And they were dying at a high rate. Like, I think the top 10 most lethal days in American history are all COVID-19 days. at this point.
No, bro. What are you are you
Look
saying?
it up. Look
What
it
are you
up, man.
saying? Listen, the deaths from last year doesn't even outstrip the deaths in 2019.
Yeah, what do you hold on? Public Electric, bro. You misinformed, bro. You're not on point with the information, bro.
And then what about the stats about just flu period? Flu period. More motherfuckers have died from flu period.
All right. What's the most Americans to die in one day in the United States of any act of any disease, anything? Look it up. It's probably a COVID. It's probably one of these days where COVID-19 is peaking.
Do you understand how they get COVID deaths, bro? Again, listen, you got
exactly. I understand, but the masses don't.
You know that's false.
I understand. We understand. I understand. We understand. But listen, I'm talking about the masses. I'm talking about the masses and how history will be written, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the conspiracy theories right now.
Well, it's not a conspiracy theory. Hold on, this is where you fuck up when you talk about conspiracy theory, bro. It's not.
Bro, they have a ticker. They have a death ticker.
Listen to me.
On every news outlet. There's a death ticker.
This is what you're doing. Fuck that death ticker, bro. It's fucking.
No, you cannot say fuck the death ticker because those are the facts.
If you can try.
Right now, those are the facts. Right now,
it's not say fuck the facts. You repeating it is the problem. You saying that it's facts.
No, listen. Listen, don't put me in the box. Don't put me in the box as the problem,
bro.
Don't put me in the box as the problem.
Hold on, bro. Listen, let me help you out, brother. Listen, bro. When you know something is a lie and you willingly repeat the lie, you're just as bad as the liars, bro. You don't say something just because it's the masses saying it. This is why democracies are bad. The truth is out there to the fact of how and why they do the numbers to the fucking COVID shit, bro. This COVID shit is a sham on the death toll, bro. It's a sham. You literally have several states that have a 30-day window of where if you have died within 30 days of even having COVID, a COVID diagnosis, they will mark you down as COVID. Okay, this has been proven.
Bruh, if you get in a car accident, you a COVID suspect. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What?
So hold on. This is what I'm saying. So listen, this is what I'm saying, bro. Well, you know that very, very deceptive and downright evil tactics like this are being played in order to fool the dumb masses and the people that won't do the fucking research, bro. You don't repeat it. Hold on, you just don't repeat it as its truth, and you definitely don't call it a fact. What's your responsibility to do if you know the truth is to give the full context and let people know how the numbers come about and that the numbers are being gotten through ill-gotten gains. That's why they hold on, almost done. That's why they keep hanging up now on the counts and the deaths, because again, now the count is even more important than the deaths, because what did they tell us first? 2 million deaths. Bro, you're not gonna hit 2 million deaths in even a 2-year time frame at this point, bro. You're not gonna hit it. You barely reached 200,000 in 8 months. So like I said, even by that thing, you're still not gonna fucking hit 2 million deaths in a 2-year time frame, bro. But so now what do they have to tell you? Oh, it's never ending. It's a what do they say? It's a endemic. It's never gonna end. It's just gonna be something we always live with. Well, you know what else we always live with? Shout out to Zero. Bro, the fucking common cold is an endemic. The flu is an endemic. And none of those are what? You don't have to have a mandatory vaccine or anything for any of them shits, bro. This shit is a goddamn sham for some shit that's much bigger. And you can't just be out here, bro, saying that it's facts and shit like that to people, because then people won't fight it, bro. The thing is, people need to fight this shit. If you got a fucking strong ass motherfucking medical doctor that dies, and you know this, nothing they can do to fucking save him, and all these people having these weird ass reactions and shit, for idiots that are, well, excuse me, I won't call them idiots. Let me retract that. For people that are trusting these fucking billion-dollar fucking medical companies, bruh, and then like I said, you have no recourse. If you do it, man, you are literally playing with your life, all right? Whether your health or your actual life. You need to be careful about this shit, bro. And again, the proof is out there, but again, you're never going to hear about it. And then what kind of excuses you going to get, bro? Literally, if you can say, and listen to this. So if one person dies from the vaccine, this or that, or whatnot, what have you. Well, shouldn't it be the motherfucking same thing with the vaccine, and you stop administering the vaccine as long as, you know what I'm saying, it's dangerous? Y'all go ahead.
Hello. So, go ahead, spiritual. I know you've been to cook on this.
Yeah, I mean, look, man.
Bro Truth and Fantastic, they are right. Like Bro Truth is telling you, what's coming from government sites and all of that. But I want to talk about the people who say, okay, there's no way you're going to get it, and I mean, there's no way you're not going to get it to move around in society. Yes, that's the agenda. But this is where y'all have to understand that.
Logic. Can I ask you a question before you start cooking? I know you're about to go in, but do you think the majority of people will end up taking that vaccine? From your personal opinion, yes or no? The masses. Do you think there'll be more people vaccinated?
Probably because people haven't been preparing for this. People see the issue with me and some people, and look, for those who are not, biblical people, do you? I don't care if you don't believe in anything, but if you don't stand your life on principles, you'll do anything for anything. I like in the chat, I said, I gave an example about people going to prison. It's like, okay, in prison, you might not think you have a choice. Death is a choice. If you had a choice between, okay, I'm gonna go around to be somebody's bitch, or I'm gonna fight to the death, you should fight to the death as a man. And it's like we can't sit there and say, well, I mean, what the conveniences of society are nice and all that, but if society becomes not Germany, Auschwitz or something, then what is the point of being here? And it's like, for me, I live my life on principle. If I say I'm not doing something, I mean that to whatever end. Now, a lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people haven't been preparing their lives, their finances to do whatever they can to the extreme, but I have. And I'm very serious about it. Now, a lot of people, I need to do this, I need to do that. Look, I'm already of the opinion that a lot of stuff that I wanted to do in this world are finished. I don't care about if traveling requires me. I don't care about that. I'm going to be one of them people, they just might have to come get me, and that's what it is. But I'm not going to sit there and willingly do anything that I don't want to do. Now, I think as men, that's the last vestige of masculinity that you have, that you should be able to defend yourself to the death. If you just bend over and just say, well, for me to be able to drive my car, I'm going to put some unknown poisons in my veins, then that's exactly why this works, because people are thinking like that. And you go ahead and you take the unknown, whatever, because you think, well, you'll be locked out of society. So what? They won't let you do nothing. So what? At some point, if you can't live on your own principles, then what is life? I'm sick of wearing this daggone mask. I'm sick of doing a lot of this stuff. So it's already training me to say this world is becoming trash to me. Got to walk around wearing the mask all the time. Everybody paranoid and all this foolishness. What is life becoming? Y'all gonna sit there and take some poisons to go live in a prison world that's gonna get worse and worse, and you probably end up dying like that doctor. It's not worth it.
Salute, Hulk. This nigga dropping gems on your niggas, man.
All right, now, logic. Now, wouldn't you also say that the role of a man, you should be able to live like? Here's the other issue is that a lot of men, I feel like, cannot live in isolation or need to live in the city or feel like, how could you live in the mountains? That's a preposterous idea. How could you live by yourself, or how could you live off nature? How could you abandon society and live frugally off the land?
Time out. Because I feel like there's some kind of sneak this in a slide. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I wasn't saying that it wasn't possible for brothers to do it.
But you're telling me that I wouldn't do it. You told me that I wouldn't do it,
bro. It has to be a practical. There has to be a practical steps in getting there, bro. The way y'all were talking as if like niggas just gonna uproot themselves in these fucking urban cities and just go and live in the fucking farmland without any training, without any fucking knowledge of how to grow shit. It does not work, bro. That's what I'm getting to.
If you're not training your life,
niggas can learn. Niggas have the possibility to learn. Like, so long as you're able to fucking learn and apply what you learn and learn from your mistakes, you can do any goddamn thing.
I just don't see why I'm getting pushback. I don't see why you say I'm sneak dissing you or I'm getting pushback.
Well, I'm just saying though, I don't want niggas to in the chat or anyone on this panel to think that I'm fucking disparaging niggas from doing shit that's not in the norm of nigga shit. You know what I mean? Like, for real. I think brothers can do any goddamn thing if they apply themselves and they motherfucking and get to it. Like, black folk are fucking, black men especially are fucking capable of anything they set their mind to. I thoroughly believe in that, bro. But what I'm getting to is you have to be fucking practical. Most niggas that you know in your sphere, like most people I know back home, most black folk
are not about fucking going to Idaho, bro. I don't want to go to
listen,
Idaho. That's
but
a
listen though,
goddamn
how can
show.
you be? But listen, Hulk.
And
How could you be anti-vax but also non-anti like still want to live in the city? Like you can't not want to take the vaccine that the masses will take and still want to be in the city with
No,
everyone
I said no,
without having passage.
no. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm literally moving out the city this week.
Exactly.
So
It's
I mean,
possible.
but here's my point. But I'm not saying I'm going to the Idaho, Wyoming.
Idaho has one of the fastest growing markets.
But here's the thing.
believe it or
Here's the
not.
thing. People who are serious about this are already orchestrating their lives right now. They're literally not going to go from, I'm just living my best life to I'm in total isolation. That's not going to happen. It's like, I don't know if y'all know, like people like Pastor Dow and stuff like that who live on a homestead, who grow their own food, who've been doing this for 30 years, who build their own houses. He has people from networks to do, they have structured their lives to live as much as possible without utilizing any government institutions. And it's kind of like you have to start thinking about how you're making your money. Like if you're a healthcare worker or if you're something like that and you don't want to take the vaccine, you need to find other employment. It's like that's what has to happen. You have to start making linear choices to actually get to your goal about trying not to take it. You just can't, not take it if you still need to take it. But so, that's my thing. But this whole thing about, okay, we know, well, I know what the world's coming to. I know, and it's not even saying, I'm not going to speak the gloom and doom immediately because honestly, I don't know. Now I understand, from a biblical context, that's inevitably where it's getting to, and all the evidence that I can objectively see now in society tells you that this is going into a compulsory, compliant-based system. That's why they resetting the economy. That's why that's why they calling all this social division, because they want people to fight so that they can create reasons why they can make you an enemy of the state. People need to understand exactly what a domestic terrorist is according to Homeland Security and the FBI.
Or insurrection.
If you're literally doing anything, even if you believe let's say if you believe the Bible in some instances, to a degree, you could be labeled domestic terrorist. If you think that the LGBT community is wrong and you openly vocalize that, to some degree, you could be a domestic terrorist. I mean, at some point, y'all can't be like Tank on that. Not Tank. Y'all saw that show with Genuine. They tried to get him to kiss that tranny, right? And he said no. And it's like, and like the world came at him, and the world tried to destroy him because he stood up. It's like at some point y'all gonna have to stand up, or y'all gonna fall for anything. Y'all gonna be kissing trannies if they say that's what you gotta do to get a job.
Well, the vaccine and the trannies is a reach.
Bro,
that's a big reach.
It's not.
No, it's not.
That's a big reach.
No, it's not.
Nah, bro.
No, the fuck is not.
Bro,
no, the fuck is not.
The vaccine.
Hell no. You getting poked either way, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
Listen, I'm completely 100% with leaving the establishment.
You getting poked. You getting poked.
Living alone, and developing your own land and having your own set of rules out in the Midwest, where we can all kind of agree that there's a large portion of the United States that's not even occupied. But in terms of what the mass of people
I'm not worried about the mass. Bro, in my opinion, the mass of people are always the dumbest people. The majority is always going to be the dumbest. I'm not ever making my.
Access will be restricted because
and I know that. It's already restricted, bro. You can't do nothing pretty much without a mask. It's already restricted. And that
and who are these motherfuckers that's restricting motherfuckers from being able to move to these places, bro? Like, but we got to do some deep searching. Who these motherfuckers are saying, oh, you can't go here, you can't go there? Who the fuck are you?
They're gonna be new jobs.
So when it comes to hold on, when it comes to tyranny, when this country gets to the point of all tyranny, every civilization has a remnant that does the same thing. They actually literally resist to the death. That's what it's going to come to. Eventually, this life is going to become so black and white. And I'm not talking about racially. I'm just talking about in terms of principles, what people will do and what people won't do, that there's going to be a small fraction of people that are going to resist to the end. I know that won't be the majority, but it will be some.
It'll be tough. People on the scale can resist. But you talk about social currency and this vaccine card, trust me, all these HR bitches sitting at home right now, working from home, they're going to be employed to go make sure your ass has a fucking vaccine card before you
But
get
that's
in
why
your.
they put women in those positions, because they know women will
Exactly.
always beg for more government. They empower women.
Exactly.
Let me tell you what the goal of women
So
were. They empower women just because women will always beg for more government. They will always play the victim narrative. They will always want more government overreach, more government programs to keep their position in life. But women don't realize that that's also giving the government more control. See, women, they like the fact that they can abort children, they can determine everything, but they don't realize that that power comes with a string. And when the government pulls that string and makes these women dance, they're gonna be like, well, I don't want to dance, but they ain't gonna have no choice, because their job, all their livelihood, all their empowerment is gonna depend on them continue to dance for the government.
It's
Now,
locked up in the government, bro. That's a hella factory.
men are not like, well, men shouldn't be like that. We should have principles where, look, bro, I will die before I do anything against what I want to do. That's at the end of the day, at the core of masculinity. Now, I know that's not going to be a lot of people, but that's going to be
so
me.
so this just go back to the virus thing, right? And I just want to chime in on the death count and why you see a lot of people that go in and they have like heart failure, or they have some other comorbidity, and they end up dying from the comorbidity, and then it's marked as COVID. There is some validity to that, in that the way COVID affects the body and the way it attacks the body. So it actually engages in it basically injects its RNA into a cell receptor site known as ACE2 cell. I think I've talked about this before, but most brothers probably never heard of it. But there is something called ACE2 receptor. It's a protein on the surface of many cell types. Primarily, this is found in your lungs, the heart, a lot of blood vessels.
My brother, are you doing chemistry and biology, or are you mixing two?
What the fuck? What? No. This is biology.
Oh,
Yeah.
biology.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So this is the
I'm still lagging, bro.
so this is the receptor site. How COVID basically injects its RNA payload into your cells, and these receptor sites are found all over the body, primarily in the heart, lungs, kidneys, liver. But the main job of this receptor site is to inhibit or prevent something called angiotensin 2, ANG2, which is responsible if it goes unchecked. So what happens is that the COVID infects and it basically blocks these receptor sites, and then the ANG2 needs to be broken down in order to complete a process that is responsible for bringing oxygen into the body, right? So because COVID is blocking these sites, that process does not take place, which leads to an increase in blood pressure, inflammation, and also damage to blood vessels and various types of tissues. So because COVID interfaces with these receptor sites, then you have a breakdown and a cycle of a protein activity that leads to decrease in oxygen, and especially in the lung, because this is where majority of the ACE2 receptors lie. It's a particular section in the lung that's responsible for bringing oxygen into the body. It's called, I think it's the ephemeral. I might be fucking it up, but it's like a section of your lung tract. It's ephemeral, I believe, but it's critical for bringing oxygen into the body. If you have these virus particles basically binding to these H2 receptor site, it prevents the normal function and regulation of that ANG2 signaling. Thus, it removes the brakes, and it basically causes additional injuries in the tissue, inflammation, and this occurs in all of these vital organs in places where these ACE2 receptor cells lie. So in the lungs, in the heart, the blood vessels, the kidney, the liver, the gastrointestinal tract. If you have an abundance of H2 receptor sites and COVID, and you have these virus particles intercepting in these areas, then there is a chain reaction that occurs that causes additional damage to these tissues in these areas. That's why you have the comorbidities. And another thing, what actually opens that doorway is something called furin. Furin is specifically designed to open up that doorway once it engages onto the H2 receptor site. But also there's something called plasmin. Plasmin can also open up that doorway. Plasmin is elevated in people that have an excess comorbidities. So anyone that has heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, you will have elevated levels of plasmin because plasmin is there to repair. Plasmin is there to repair damaged tissues. So even on a microscopic level, whether it be talking about veins or anything like that, plasmin is there to repair those damaged tissues. But it also can open up that doorway on the ACE2 receptor site. So if you have comorbidities, you have an elevated levels of plasmin in addition to that furin that's specifically designed to interface with H2 receptor. So you basically have two protein enzymes and elevated levels of those protein enzymes in someone that has comorbidities that are interfacing on a higher rate. And then you have to pair that to the amount of H2 receptor sites you have. And everyone doesn't have the same amount of H2 receptor sites, but men typically have more than women. And Asian men specifically, from like the Iranian region, they have more than most humans. There's a lot of nuance that comes with this infection that most people don't look behind the curtain.
Now, big bro. Now, there's not something that we could utilize in nature that can disinfect, similar to how we clean up our homes. We clean up our bodies, regardless of what is put out there, whatever squirted in the air for us to breathe. Is there nothing that we could just disinfect the body?
Bro, yeah, that's real talk.
Type of thing to purify your body.
It really comes down to, first of all, eating a clean diet, making sure that you're drinking enough water, ensuring that your body is getting the maximum amount of vitamins and nutrients and minerals, trace minerals that you can possibly give it. Ensuring that you're getting enough sunlight, sleep, basically optimizing your body to the optimal level you can get it. So that way it's prepared to deal with anything that may encounter. Now, at times, if you are, susceptible, right, if you have comorbidities, there's a shit ton of supplements you can take. Colloidal silver, you got, bee pollen. It's a lot of shit that I do, bro. It's kind of unorthodox, but I'm all about, if brothers can look into biohacking, bro. You know what I mean? Biohacking is the study of, all this shit scientific based. It's the study of basically enhancing the body from a cellular
Can
level.
I ask a question to the panel?
And it adjusting your DNA. It's adjusting your DNA in a particular fashion, right?
No, well,
can I ask the panel a question?
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
What is the percentage of people, healthy people, that has died from COVID? Does anybody know?
Very small. Again, very small. Real
Okay.
talk.
Zero.
That's why it's important to
zero.
make sure you stay healthy.
Mr. Star P is correct. Zero. Okay? The majority of people that are dying from COVID are old and sick people. In nature, doesn't the old and sick die?
But the thing is, there are a lot of brothers walking around. There are a lot of brothers walking around with comorbidities that they don't know about. There's a lot of
I understand the anomalies. I understand the anomalies.
There's a lot of undiagnosed issues in the black community because black people don't go to the doctor like that.
Yeah, we already know that.
And because of that,
But
there's a lot of people that die from getting COVID because they never knew they had hypertension. They never knew they had
whose fault is that?
They never knew they had heart disease.
But that's on them.
We don't get the study charts of what's reacting a certain way and what chemical is causing the death of a person. We don't get that information, bro.
I know, but brother, the majority of people that are dying are old and sick people. We're on COVID number 19, okay? COVID was back in the 60s and 70s, eh? This is number 19. What makes number 19 worse than COVID 18-0?
Oh, Gary, you're incorrect on that. Okay, this version of COVID was actually engineered in the lab. Dr. Shi Zheng.
Yeah, I know the story. What they're talking about.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do, brother. You don't have to go. Hold on. I don't like to get down in. You know what? Bro, truth. Let me say something, brother. Let me say something.
Go ahead.
You get into the minutia of things. I don't do minutia.
You have to.
I go. No, hold on. No. Let me finish what I'm saying.
If you don't get the details down, you operate off of ignorance. Details are fucking important. I wish brothers would understand that.
No. Numbers are important.
Details and numbers are synonymous. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. If 98% of the people that are dying from COVID is over fucking 65 and sickly, should I worry about that as a 25-year-old fucking man?
You should worry about it just in case you have a comorbidity that may increase your risk of dying from it.
Bro, you can walk out and get hit by a fucking bus.
Comorbidity increases the level of plasma in your bloodstream, and on top of that, if you have a genome where you have an increased levels of H2 receptors in your body, because again, COVID.
What percentage of people have that?
Dude, it's really, you don't fucking know.
That's correct.
Have an issue.
So how are you going to be afraid of something you don't know?
Gary, you can have a problem. You can have a fucking problem undiagnosed that you don't know about. And
No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't.
Also have a problem.
No, I couldn't. Don't tell me what I could have.
Hold on, y'all.
I go to the doctor regularly.
Talking, y'all. Hold on.
Let me help y'all out. Yeah. Young niggas versus old niggas. Shout out to Zero for the $4.99. Fantastic. I thought it was 10-4 was yesterday. Hey, it's every day, baby. 10-4 United. 10-4. What's that shit? What was the last Matrix joint? Evolution, motherfucker. Shout out to Primetime. Yeah, I appreciate you. Hey man, I apologize for StreamYard sucking ass. I already had Zoom anyway. So next time I pull up, I'll be on Zoom. But I don't know what the fuck is up. And bro, do you know these piece of shit motherfuckers told me, oh, why don't you just try Firefox? Why don't you just open up a whole nother fucking web browser? I'm like, man, these motherfuckers don't give a damn, man. So all in all, man, greatly appreciate y'all for coming through, bro. That's that on that when I catch y'all on the next one. Oh, copper shirt and all that good shit
too. Is somebody else firing up? Is somebody else sparking up a panel? Is somebody else?
Bro, Truth, when you sparking up that motherfucking chat.
You sparking up?
Man,
you firing up?
I got 2 videos up there already, man. I'm sparking up.
You ain't going live though. Okay.
Yeah, man, shit, I gotta get 1,000 followers first, man. So you know, it ain't like I can just go live whenever I want to right now.
Well, if anybody going live, I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up.
I'm Big Nate 2.0, man. I'm working on it.
All right, man. Holla at y'all, bro. I'm out.
Peace.